as they kick off a 9-game, 10-day homestand here at Bosse Field. Otters have spent most of the season prior to this on the road, but getting to come back here at home and play for a little bit, sleep in their own beds for a good while, and they'll try and be able to get some wins on the board as they dropped 2-3 to the Florence Freedom. They took the middle game of that series by a final score of 8-5 when they racked up a season-high 18 hits, but sandwiched in between two losses, a couple of tough ones, a 5-4 loss in the opener, and then a 5-2 loss yesterday, where the Otters weren't really in that ball game at all, unfortunately. The Bats just couldn't get it going until late, but now they come back home, and Bill, hopefully they'll get to playing a little bit better baseball, a little bit more consistent. They've gone 5-5 in their last 10. They've basically been a 500 team all year, but they have Luke Rennie on the mound tonight. What do you think of him going into this one?
Well, he's probably the premier pitcher on this squad right now, and he's got quite a few strikeouts in comparison to walks, and he's got a pretty good ERA, and I'd say he's the ace of the staff. And if the Otters get a few hits tonight, again, he'll have a 4-0 record. What is it, 3-0 or 2-0? I'm not sure.
Yeah, right now, Luke, 3-0 on the season.
3-0, it'll be 4-0, yes.
With a 2.47 ERA. As you mentioned, a lot of strikeouts, 51 of them on the season in just 47 and a third innings. So Luke's been dynamite, but really one of his only bad starts of the season came against the Southern Illinois Miners when the Otters were swept at Rent One Park earlier this year. Luke lasted just 3 1/3 innings. It was the shortest start of the season. Gave up 2 runs on 1 hit, but walked 5 while striking out 5 as well. So it's really going to come down to his control and how well he can maintain his precise nature on the mound and avoid giving up the free passes. As for the offense, things have been good and bad as of late. You saw the 18 hits on Saturday. That's the good, the bad. 4 runs in the first game, just 2 in yesterday's game, and the Otters were no hit through 5+ innings. So that was the tough part of that game. But the Bats, they've been hot and cold. How do they find that consistency?
Just keep swinging the bats. Don't be taking third strikes. Swing the bats, and you got a 50-50 chance if you swing the bat of hitting the ball, and that's it.
Yeah, the Otters have been, they were able to control their strikeouts a little bit over the weekend, but especially in yesterday's game, even though they were no hit through 5 innings, they only had 1 strikeout through that time span as they were putting a lot of balls in play. Unfortunately, just not a lot of them finding holes. But here's the lineup Andy McCauley will set forth for tonight's game as they hope to find a few more spots in the diamond and just find that green grass. Remember, fans, this Evansville Otters lineup is brought to you by Mr. Quick Pick, here to provide you the roadside service you deserve. 6-23-21. Leading off for the Otters, as always, David Cronin at second base, followed by Ryan Long. He'll be out in left. Toby he'll be the cleanup man. Travis Harrison, who made his first start of the season at first base yesterday, chips back hitter's role for tonight. Logan Hill, as hot as they can, coming to Evansville. He'll bat 6th and center. Joe White at first base tonight in place of Brendan Doolin. Mike Rizzatello behind the plate, catching Rennie, and Manny Cruz at the hot corner, batting 9th. And speaking of Mike Rizzatello, he had a very good weekend.
or BillMorganRoofing.com.
The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tony's. I'm in the mood for pizza and I'm ready to go. The Pizza Brick Road goes to Tony's. So follow me down the Pizza Brick Road. Road down to Tony's. The Pizza Brick Road. The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tony's.
The 2018 Frontier League Home Run Derby and All-Star Game will be held at Car Shield Field in O'Fallon, Missouri on July 10th and 11th. This year's Home Run Derby will feature 4 former Cardinals headlined by Jim Edmonds competing against the best sluggers from around the Frontier League. Find out more information and purchase tickets at rivercityrascals.com.
Welcome back to the Evansville Otters pregame show here on WUEV 91.5 FM. I'm joined by Otters catcher Mike Rizzatello. Mike, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, Sam. How are you?
I'm doing pretty fine myself. Not as good as you over the weekend, though, as in the first game against the Florence Freedom over the weekend. Was it the first or second game? I actually can't remember. It was the first game, so I had myself right. You clubbed your first home run of the season and first as an Otter this year. What did it feel like to kind of get that monkey off your back?
It felt good, especially, we were down in the game, and I don't like losing, so the way the season's been going, seems like the only way I could get hits is if I get it out of the park, so, it felt good to get that one out of the way, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you mentioned that more than half your hits so far this year have gone for extra bases, a couple of triples, a couple doubles, now a home run. Like you said, hits have been hard to come by so far, but you've been hitting the ball hard. How do you kind of keep that positive mentality when you've had a good approach at the plate, but sometimes the results just aren't there?
As frustrating as it gets, you got to stick to the same approach because, like you mentioned, I'm seeing the ball well, I'm hitting the ball hard, and that's really all you can control. And if you let things bother you that are out of your control, that's when you start doing the things that you can control wrong, So just try and keep an even keel mindset and keep doing what I'm doing, and hopefully the luck will turn. Hopefully they'll start to fall more often.
And one of the things indicative of a good approach at the plate is usually strikeout to walk ratio. And if I'm remembering correctly right now, you're actually at 1-to-1 right now. You've got 9 walks in the season versus 9 strikeouts. What's been your approach at the plate? How have you handled keeping yourself within the strike zone?
I usually visualize, what I'm looking for each pitch. And if it's not in that spot, depending on the count, I'm not going to chase it too much. I think that those strikeouts have gone up. I think I was a little bit better in that department earlier in the year, but I think that just accounts for me swinging earlier in the count, getting good pitches, and trying to be in more of attack mode. Instead of, beforehand I was seeing more pitches, being a little bit more selective, and hopefully I get the pitch I'm looking for, barrel it up, and hopefully nobody catches it.
And the other part of your job, obviously, as a catcher, has been handling this pitching staff for the Otters, and you've done a fantastic job of that, as right now the Otters' staff ERA is currently 3rd best in the league. How have you gone about game planning against opposing teams and finding success against them?
Well, I think before each game I'm always, going over a game plan. I know these pitchers pretty well now, so Max, our pitching coach, has done a good job of helping me prepare for, hitters' weaknesses, what our pitchers can do, their strengths, and he's been helping me call the game a lot, and so I've been learning as it's been going on, and hopefully our hitters and our pitchers can sync up and we get that lower ERA turned to more wins,
And so when coming to a new league like this, obviously you played in the Pacific Association last year, how difficult is it? You basically know none of the hitters here, trying to build up a scouting report in your head and trying to beat that learning curve.
Like I said, the coaches do a good job of getting me up to speed with all the hitters in the league, and I've been with the pitchers for a while now, so I'm starting to learn their strengths and weaknesses. So I credit the coaching staff for helping me continue to learn on how this league pretty much goes and how the hitters are.
And one other thing you've had success with so far this year is throwing out base runners right now at just about 36%. That's tops in the league. You've done a fantastic job with that. What do you attribute to that success?
Taking care of my arm, making sure I'm ready to go every day, making sure my feet are quick, everything like that. As far as that goes, I got a good infield to catch the ball, make a good tag, and I don't know. I don't really think about it too much. I just kind of just try to get the ball out of my hand as quick as I can. Hopefully it gets on the bag, and our infielders do a pretty good job of putting the tag down for me.
Well, hopefully you continue to keep it simple this year and continue to gun down runners. Best of luck today, Mike, as you're starting tonight, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you, Sam.
You've been listening to the Evansville Otters pregame show here on WUEV 91.5 FM.
No matter how large or small your digging project may be, no matter how urban or rural, you must always call 811 before any digging project. 811 is our national one-call number, alerting your local utility companies to come out and mark any lines they have near your dig site. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811. Brought to you by Indiana 811.
The Evansville Otters would like to thank the Evansville Courier and Press for their support and coverage of Otters baseball. The Evansville Courier and Press provides news, sports, and weather coverage to the Tri-State, both in a print and online edition. The Evansville Courier and Press can be found online at courierandpress.com, as well as on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. The Evansville Courier and Press, a member of the Journal Media Group.
GD Ritzy's is a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. GD Ritzy's menu features hamburgers, grilled chicken sandwiches, old-fashioned peanut butter and jelly, and ice cream. With 3 Evansville locations: west at 4810 University Drive, on the north side at 4320 North 1st Avenue, and on the east side at 601 North Green River Road. GD Ritzy's is open from 10 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, and 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. GD Ritzy's, a proud supporter of the Evansville Otters.
Counting down to first pitch here at Bosse Field alongside Bill McHugh. I'm Sam Jelinek as the Otters prepare to start a 9-game homestand. Here at Bosse Field, the Otters will also be taking on the Gateway Grizzlies and the River City Rascals in this one, as the Otters hoping to get a little bit back on track. They've been playing 500 ball all year long, which has kept them in contention in the Western Division, but they still have a little bit more work to do if they really want to pull away from the pack. Right now in the Western Division, there's 4 teams stacked at the top of the division, all within a game and a half of first place. River City at 19-16, Southern Illinois at 18-15, the Otters at 18-17, and Florence at 18-18, all within a game and a half. The Otters hoping to kind of pull away from that grouping and find a way to really take control of the Western Division. But we'll have to go through the Southern Illinois Miners here. Miners come in off of a rained-out doubleheader against the Normal Corn Belters. They were supposed to play 2 yesterday, but a monsoon ripped through Normal, so they were not able to finish up their series. They had already played a doubleheader the day before, with the 2 teams splitting those games. And Southern Illinois comes in having dropped 6 of their last 10 games, and since sweeping the Otters, the Miners are just 6-7, so they've been scuffling a little bit. And for Bill, for the Otters, they haven't been in first place yet this season, but they're only a game back. What kind of momentum do you think it would be if the Otters can find themselves alone in first place by the end of this series?
Well, let me tell you something, Sam. If history repeats itself now, this is what I'm going to say. They're playing the Miners. When they play the Miners over in Illinois, they lose 2 out of 3 every time. When the Miners come to Bosse Field, to Ottersville, the Otters beat them 2 out of 3. So what I'm going to say is if we take 2 out of 3 here, we'll be in first place.
Yeah, it wouldn't be too shabby a result. The Otters, of course, were swept by Southern Illinois earlier this season. A couple of heartbreakers. Otters losing the first game of that series on a Chance Shepard walk-off home run. Then in game 2, an 8-5 loss, and then in the finale, a 4-2 loss. So a lot of close games. And if we've seen anything this year from the Otters, oddly enough, it's that they've been struggling in close games, just 2-7 in one-run ball games. Do you attribute that to luck, or just something that the team lacks in crunch time?
They lack crunching. You've said it so many times, and I repeat it. Insofar as they don't get the hits, they don't bunch their hits. Okay, they may get 5 hits tonight, but if they get 1 in the first and 2 in the second, and they don't score, and they get 1 in the sixth, and they get 1 in the ninth, hey, that's 5 runs, 5 hits, but they never bunched them together. Maybe they had a runner on second and third, but that's it.
Yeah.
What they got to do is get 2 or 3 hits. If you notice on the 13 hits the other night, yeah, they got bang, bang, bang. That's how you got the runs.
Yeah, the Otters just need a little bit more of that cluster luck to be able to string their hits together. It's the old adage of, well, if you get a double and then a single, that's a run right there. But if you get back-to-back singles, there's no runs there. So for the Otters to just somehow finding a way, there's no rhyme or reason as to when hits happen at a certain time. It's just that you got to be able to string them together when it happens, so the Otters can find a way to be able to win this ball game here against Southern Illinois. They'll turn the ball to Luke Rennie, who's been great his past few outings. He's had 3 straight starts of at least 7 innings. Most recent one last Sunday against Traverse City when he pitched 7 innings, giving up 2 runs. They were both unearned, 5 strikeouts and 3 walks. Luke wasn't his sharpest, but he made it work as he was able to toss 7 innings for the 3rd straight time out, and he has really turned a corner since only going 3 1/3 innings against Southern Illinois. How important is it for Andy McCauley to have a guy in his rotation that he knows he can hand the ball to? He's going to be a bulldog and put them in a position to win.
Well, you always got to have that bulldog, that ace of the staff, that when things aren't going well, you give him the ball and he goes out there. If they lose 2 or 3, he's the guy that stops that, losing streak, and that's what you need. But, I was just going to, if I may just deviate for a second. You're talking about pitchers. I thought Randy did a pretty good job yesterday, even though he lost. But the point is, I don't know if you saw today's paper about Bob Nightingale, the Major League sports writer, when he was saying, and it's surprisingly, Major League pitchers are only going 5 1/3 innings. I cannot believe Major League pitchers going just 5 1/3. That means one thing, Sam. It means they're, after 5 innings, if they're winning, they're going to get the win and let someone else take it. And that's it. I mean, the days of going 8, 9, they're over.
Yeah, Randy was phenomenal yesterday. Despite giving up the 5 runs, only 3 of them were earned. And the more important thing was the day before, the Otters bullpen was forced to throw 6 2/3 innings. So the bullpen was pretty shot. Randy came in, despite giving up the runs, managed his pitch count well, hung in there, and ended up throwing the 2nd complete game of the season for the Otters, albeit an 8-inning one. But nonetheless, it still counts for him as he was able to really hone in. The final 4 frames that he tossed were all scoreless, and that's a big thing for the Otters to be able to say coming into this game and coming into a stretch where they're playing 9 games in 10 days to have a bullpen that is fresh and ready, especially since that's such a weapon for the Otters.
Well, Randy, we're talking about giving up just a couple of hits. One of them was a home run. That was the, 2 runs? And,
2-run home run.
And that, that counts as 1 hit, but 2 runs. And unfortunately, it was not a bad pitch. There's always bad pitches, but that wasn't a bad pitch. It's just, Florence is known for home runs. I mean, how many home runs did you have in that 3-game series? I'm going to say 12 at least.
Something around that. Yeah, the balls were flying out of the park. Florence, a little bit of a smaller place. The air was humid. It was hot. The ball was jumping, and the Otters just, unfortunately, were on the wrong end of that stick a few too many times in that ball game. But now they're back home at Bosse Field. It's turned into a beautiful day here in Evansville. I didn't think we were going to get this one in, but here we are. We're just about ready to play baseball as the Otters take their positions, and we're just about ready to step away for the national anthem as you've been listening to the Evansville Otters pregame show here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckemeyer and Kahn Radio Otters Digital Network.
SRG Global, a Guardian company, would like to wish the Evansville Otters the best of luck in today's contest. Founded in 1932, SRG Global is one of the world's largest manufacturers of chrome-plated plastic parts for the automotive, commercial truck, and household appliance industry. Located locally at 601 North Congress Avenue in Evansville, SRG Global can be found online at srgglobal.com. They can also be reached in Evansville by phone at 812-477-6151.
Sheet Metal Workers Local 20 and SMACNA, the Sheet Metal and Air Conditioning Contractors National Association, have the most qualified sheet metal and HVAC contractors in the Evansville area. To find a list of our qualified union contractors, visit unionsheetmetalindustry.com.
Injuries are inevitable. It doesn't matter if you're playing baseball, walking the dog, or falling from a ladder. Injuries happen. When they do, Tri-State Orthopedics offers treatment for sprains, strains, and fractures by medical specialists. Tri-State Orthopedics is located at 225 Cross Lake Drive in Evansville, just north of the Lloyd and I-164. Tri-State Orthopedics can be reached by phone at 812-477-1558. Its urgent care line is 812-474-OUCH. Tri-State Orthopedics, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
WUEV thanks the new Boca Lounge for their continued support. Boca features live jazz every Sunday, 2:30 to 5 p.m.
It's time for Evansville Otters baseball on 91.5 FM, WUEV. 3-1. Long, toward right, toward the corner, toward the foul pole and over the wall. Fair. Home run for Ryan Long.
1-0, hit high in the air to deep left field. This one's gonna tie the game. A 2-run home run for Toby Thomas.
Don't forget, Otters fans, you can catch every Evansville Otters broadcast on 91.5 FM, WUEV, online at evansvilleotters.com, and through the WUEV mobile app.
The Otters take Game 5 by a score of 1-0, and they are the 2016 Frontier League champions.
Now, let's go out to the diamond for all of the exciting action.
Welcome to Bosse Field alongside Bill McCune. I'm Sam Jelnick as the Otters start a 9-game, 10-day homestand here at Bosse Field, and they'll hope to get it off with a win as they send Luke Rennie to the mound to try and get things started on the right foot. Luke will be making his leading 9th start of the season. He's 3-0 with a 2.47 ERA, 47 1/3 innings against 51 strikeouts, 18 walks, and just 41 hits allowed, as he'll look to build upon his last 3 starts when he's gone at least 7 innings apiece. And this is how the Otters will line up the defense behind him. Ryan Long back in left field. Logan Taylor, the new center fielder, he's out there manning the middle of the diamond. Jeff Gardner out in right, and then around the middle of the diamond, Manny Cruz at third, Toby Thomas at short, David Cronin at second, Joe Lytle at first, and Mike Rizzatello behind the plate doing the catching for Luke Rennie as he forms the battery with Rennie on the mound. Remember, fans, this pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by The Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at The Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call at 812-475-9000. So it's a beautiful day for baseball. It had been raining earlier in the day, but now we got blue skies overhead with a few clouds out there on the horizon, sunshine over the field, and Bill, it's just a good day to be able to be playing ball.
I know it. This is a beautiful day for baseball. As you said, the sun is shining. It's possibly affecting the first base and right field because the sun is there. But anyway, the rain did not prevent us from playing.
Lead things off against Luke Rennie, who's into his wind, and his first pitch of the game is a fastball right down the middle for strike one, and we're underway at 6:40 p.m. here from Bosse Field. Duncan, the center fielder for the Miners, off to a hot start, hitting .355 with the Miners as he swings through the 0-1 pitch, a high fastball, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Duncan just joined the Miners not too long ago, 11 hits and 31 at-bats. 5 RBIs on the season as well for him. As Rennie gets his sign, he's into his wind, the 0-2 pitch. Flown in the air to pretty deep right center field. Taylor over into the gap. He's got a beat on it, though, as he tracks it down for the first out of the game. So Rennie going right after Duncan, peppering him with fastballs, gets him to fly out to open up the game. A good start for Luke, as now Romeo Cortina will take his hacks against Rennie. 1 away, top of the first inning, no score. Southern Illinois wearing their black uniform tops with gray pants and black high socks as well. Otters in their home blue uniform tops with white pants and navy blue socks. Rennie wearing the stirrups as his first pitch comes home. Fastball sails high for ball 1.
Rennie has thrown 4 balls so far, Sam, and they've been all fastballs, yet he exhibited a super curveball in his warm-ups.
1-0. Fastball fouled back over our heads and out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, Luke has been, his past couple of starts, he's really zeroed in on throwing a lot of breaking balls and using that to his advantage. My guess is Southern Illinois was able to get to him last time with the breaking ball, trying to maybe mix things up. Here's the 1-1. There's the first breaking ball we see. It's down and away. A good take by Cortina, and it's 2-1. Rennie rocks and deals the 2-1 pitch. Fastball just a hair low on the outside edge as Rizzatello tried to pull it back up to the strike zone, but no dice for him. It's 3 balls and a strike, 1 out, nobody on. No score here from Bosse Field in the first inning. 3-1 offering. Fastball high for ball 4 as Rennie lost the handle on that one. It's a walk to Cortina. And that's really what did Luke in his last time he faced the Miners. He issued 5 walks. He was through 3 innings of scoreless baseball before he walked 4 straight batters as well as hitting a man, as that led to the 2 runs that he gave up. He'll try and settle in now, though, as he'll work from the stretch for the first time. It's Nolan Early, right fielder, hitting from the left side, 261 on the season. Cortina at first. He takes his lead as Rennie deals from the stretch. He's set. Holding on the mound, now the leg kick home, and it's a called strike 1. Early 6 home runs, 14 driven in this season.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the little general. Oh, there he is. Okay. Mike Pinto's the manager, and
throw over to first, and Cortina's back in with a headlong dive.
He's a fussy little guy, and you've got a former Otter coaching third base, Steve Marino, over there, and I'm watching him to see what kind of signs he's going to get to possible steal.
Throw over to first is low, but it's picked out by Lytle as Cortina is able to dive back in safely. Southern Illinois has not stolen a lot of bases so far this season. They've been very conservative out in the base passes. So far this year, they've only stolen 15 bags. 0-1 pitch, skied high in the air on the left side of the infield. Thomas just out into the outfield grass, makes the call, and puts it away with one hand. And the Otters pick up the second out of the inning as Early pops out to shallow left.
Number 29, first baseman, Chance Shepard.
And now it's Chance Shepard. The Otters know him all too well. Hit the walk-off home run against the Otters the first time these two teams met. He leads the league in home runs with 11. 24 runs driven in, hitting .269 on the season. And the first pitch fastball from Rennie dices the outside corner for strike 1. 2 outs, runner at first. Rennie trying to complete a scoreless first inning here. He's got to go through Shepard. Big power hitter. Otters play him to pull. Rizzatello set up down and away. Rennie takes a peek over at first. Now deals home the 0-1. Breaking ball hangs upstairs. That one's a little bit too high and outside for ball 1.
Yeah, and Pinto, the little general's not giving any signs whatsoever, and Steve Marino's not even looking over the dugout. He's just looking at the runner, so we know nothing is on.
Rennie set, deals the 1-1. Breaking ball bends the knees of Shepard as he was a little fooled by that one. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, they're just going to let Shepard swing away. We haven't seen him take the bat off his shoulder yet, but when he takes hacks, boy, he looks reminiscent of Carlos Castro up there. Cortina takes his lead, 1-2 offering. Swung on and missed as he chased the ball down in the dirt. Rennie gets him fishing, gets his first strikeout of the game, and we'll go to the bottom half of the first. It's the Southern Illinois Miners, nothing, in the Evansville Otters coming to bat here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckemeyer and Kahn Otters Radio Network.
Heritage Federal Credit Union has 7 full-service branches in both Evansville.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kruckemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kruckemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krukemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Gino Encina out on the mound. Encina, the righty for the Miners, has already faced the Otters once this season when he picked up a win, tossing 6 2/3 innings of 3-run baseball. 6'4", 220 pounds for the big righty on the mound. As Cronin checks into the box, Encina into his wind. His first pitch of the game is a fastball just a hair low for ball 1. Defense lines up like this behind him. Cortina in left, Duncan in center, Early in right. And then on the infield, Bragg at third, Homan at short, Jean at second, and Shepard at first, with Moore doing the catching. The 1-0. That fastball's right there as Encina hucks it over for a called strike 1. Wind blowing straight out to center field right now with pretty good force, so we may see some balls get a few extra feet on them if anybody can get them up in the air. Cronin leading off for the Otters, 323 on the season. The pitch fouls it back to the backstop. And it's strike 2 on David, the second baseman for the Otters. 2 doubles, a triple, and 9 runs driven home for him on the season.
That third baseman's kind of lanky down there, isn't he? About 6'5" at least, or 4.
Yeah, Bragg down there at third, a pretty large human being as Cronin swings at the 1-2 and grounds it right to Bragg, who stays down on it and throws late to first. As Cronin beats it out, Bragg took his time. Just took a couple shuffle steps before throwing to first, and Cronin just straight up beat it out for a base hit.
Yeah, it is a base hit. Yeah, I'll tell you what. You notice how we were just talking about Bragg, and he fielded it, but kind of hit in the heel of the glove, and he kind of juggled it for a minute and then got a low throw in. So, anyway, base hit, though, Sam.
Yeah, nice job by David, hustling all the way out of the box, and the Otters have a leadoff base runner as Ryan Long now stands in from the left side, hitting .321 on the season. Catcher sets up down and in. Here's the first pitch. Fastball up and away, but on the outside corner for strike 1. Cronin a threat to run at first, but he has not had much success at all this season in stealing bases, just 2 for 6, which for somebody with his speed, a little bit surprising. Encina set and throw over to first. Cronin nearly picked off. As a good move by Encina for a guy who's 6'4", some quick feet, but Cronin slips a hand back in.
Well, speed and quickness are 2 different things. A guy can have good speed, but if you don't have quickness to get out of that, the initial start.
0-1. Long shows bunt and Denton out in front of the plate. Pitcher Encina off the mound. He fields, throws to first just in time to get Long as he's gunned down by half a step. Cronin up to second base, though, on the successful sacrifice from Ryan Long.
That was a good bunt, and it's so important to get those sacrifice bunts down. It means the difference between winning and losing a ball game. And I know this is your first year, but the fans who have listened to me for the last few years know that I'm all for bunting.
So now here's Toby Thomas with Cronin at second, 1 away. Bottom of the first inning, Otters trying to crack the scoreboard first. Encina wants to go through the signs again with Moore, so he steps off the rubber now, retoes the slab. Second baseman Jean keeping Cronin tight to the bag, so a big hole on the right side for Toby, hitting .310 this season. And now time called once more, and Moore will come out from his post behind the plate to give the signs to Encina on the mound as they're having a little bit of trouble communicating right now.
You said there's a big hole between first and second. Yes, there is, but we know, at least I am speaking, Toby is a pull hitter. He hits everything to third base or shortstop. He's known for a lot of ground balls, and if he does hit a fly ball, it's generally to center. So that's why they're shading him to the left.
First pitch. Fastball called, strike one, knee high as it pours over the middle of the plate.
We've seen Toby hit a lot of ground balls right down the line and be robbed because of outstanding plays by different third basemen.
Toby with a slightly closed stance from the right side. Cronin dances off the second base bag. The 0-1. Breaking ball in the dirt, blocked by Moore. Cronin thought about taking third, but scampers back to second.
Another thing, Sam, you've watched the team more than I because you're on the road with them. But when Toby opened the season, the first 2 weeks or so, maybe even the first third, he was swinging at every first pitch, no matter where it was. Now he seems to be taking the first pitch.
A little bit more patience exhibited by Toby at the plate. The 1-1 popped in the air on the right-hand side. Shepard, the first baseman, giving chase, but it lands over his head and rolls up against the side wall. And it's strike two on Thomas.
The field looks in beautiful shape. Those who are watching on their computers have a chance to see one of the historic baseball stadiums in the United States, Bosse Field in Otterville, Indiana.
1 ball and 2 strikes on Thomas. Cronin at second takes his lead, and Cena ready. Stares down Cronin, now deals the 1-2. Breaking ball inside as it pops out of the mid of Moore, but he's able to track it down quickly. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Got a good crowd here tonight, considering we had a lot of rain today, but I tell you what, it's always nice to see a good crowd at Bosse Field.
2-2 pitch. Roped on the ground, foul down the third baseline as Andy McCauley has to dance out of the way of that one. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes still on Thomas. He has driven in 23 on the season. That's second on the club to Travis Harrison, who's currently in the hole right now. Toby at the plate, Cronin at second, 1 away, bottom of the first inning. Otters trying to get on the board first here in a pivotal series against the tied for first place Southern Illinois Miners, who swept the Otters earlier this season. The pitch, fastball inside as Thomas has to jackknife out of the way. Fastball runs well too far in, and the count's full, 3-2.
Fans, don't you like the way that Sam describes a lot of these episodes? He had a jackknife his way out. That was a pretty good one.
3-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and Thomas knew it as that one graces the outside corner at the knees. A perfect pitch from Encina. Nothing Toby can do about it as he's down on strikes looking. And it'll be up to Jeff Gardner to try and bring home Cronin from second with 2 away.
You know, I'm a great supporter of Toby. I think he's an all-star, but I can't stand to sit a guy watch a 3-2 count right down the middle and then walk away. I mean, runners on base, you just sacrificed him to second.
So now Gardner hitting from the left side, and Cena's first offering. Fastball tails off the outside edge, 1-0.
You know, the guy down there has a lot to say on who's on the all-star team, and playing good against them helps you. The little general, Napoleon.
Gardner hitting .264 this season, had a couple of hits in the series at Florence. The 1-0 bounced on the ground down the first base line, but on the wrong side of the bag as it's foul, and it's strike 1 on Gardner.
Yeah, the Southern Illinois Miners came into the Frontier League in 2007. Mike Pinto was the manager then. He's the manager now. He's been the only manager they ever had.
And now he actually picked up his career, the Frontier League mark as Gardner fouls off the 1-1, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. I'll finally get it out of my mouth. He broke the Frontier League all-time record for managerial wins against the Otters when Evansville traveled to play Southern Illinois earlier this season, as he picked up what I believe was win number 636 at the time, most as he passed Fran Reardon for most in Frontier League history. 1-2 on Gardner. Cronin at second. Encina's pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt that nearly gets Gardner. Cronin takes off for third and will make it there without a play, as it was a good block by Moore, but by the time he retrieved that baseball, Cronin was sliding feet first into the bag, so he takes an extra base, an extra 90 feet, always important. And the count's 2-2 on Gardner. 2 outs, bottom of the first, no score.
Yeah, that the catcher just saved, Moore just saved a, he mowed the Vance, but he didn't throw it at the third base, which he could have taken a chance of throwing it into left field, but he held it.
2-2. Fastball upstairs as Gardner turns his shoulder out of the way. And the count's full 3-2. On deck, Travis Harrison, who's been one of the best Otters this season with men in scoring position. But for now, it's Gardner and Encina and Gardner as the pitcher comes ready. The payoff delivery down low for ball 4. He misses with the changeup, and Gardner draws the walk. And it'll be men at the corners for Travis Harrison with 2 away.
Harrison batting .290, not bad.
He's just been about as hot as they come lately. 13 for his last 36 in his past 10 games. 10 RBIs plus a home run. And with runners in scoring position, only one player on the Otters has been better. That's Manny Cruz, who's hitting about .420 with men in scoring position. Travis, so far this season, has compiled an average around .360 with men in scoring position as he swings at the first pitch and bounce it foul down the third base side for strike 1. Gardner at first, Cronin at third, 2 away, bottom of the first inning at the very least. The Otters have made Encina grind through this first frame. Harrison hitting from the right side, .290 on the season, 4 home runs, 27 driven in. The 0-1. Change up on an outside corner is a good pitch from Encina. Able to hit his spot, and it's strike 2.
Well, I'd take a gamble and send him down.
Send Gardner from first right now?
Yeah.
Why not?
I'd take a gamble.
Gardner takes his lead. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Harrison chases it down and away. Tried to hold up the swing, but he goes chasing, and he's down on strikes to end the inning. Otters get 2 aboard, but strand him there, and we'll go to the top of the second. It's Evansville nothing and Southern Illinois nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckemeyer & Kahn Otters Digital Network.
Hi, this is Joe Townsend from JMT Restoration. We are proud to be a sponsor of the 2016 Frontier Champion Evansville Otters. If you ever have a mold or water restoration issue in your home or business, give us a call at 812-205-5384. JMT Restoration Service, where professional work meets affordable pricing. Remember, go Otters!
The Tri-State Area Marathon service stations are proud supporters of the Evansville Otters. Marathon has over 5,100 Marathon-branded stations nationwide, and a full list of area Marathon stations and a list of daily gas prices are available online at myMarathonStation.com. Marathon provides products which support commercial, industrial, and retail operations. Marathon's slogan is Fueling the American Spirit.
This Evansville Otters broadcast is made possible through support from New Image Travel. New Image Travel provides motor coach charter service to the United States and Canada with pickup within a 150-mile radius of Evansville. A full list of New Image Travel's offerings can be found online at newimagecharter.com. New Image Travel can be reached toll-free at 1-800-432-6213. New Image Travel, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
91.5 WUEV Evansville.
For those listening in Otterville land, well, you like that one, huh?
Otterville land?
Yeah.
I've never heard that one before.
Well, all right. That was Mike.
Welcome back to Otterville land here at Bosse Field alongside Bill McHugh. I'm Sam Jelinek as we go to the top half of the second inning. Luke Rennie trying to piece together back-to-back scoreless frames as he pitches to Kurt Wertz Jr. The first offering of the second inning is a breaking ball down low for ball 1.
Yeah, Kurt Wertz is a former Otter. Played right field, got good power, strikes out a little too much, but good speed,
1-0 pitch. Good one from Rennie as he is able to toss it over the outside corner at the knees for strike one. Wirtz Jr. hitting .296 this season, 8 for 27. 1 home run, 5 driven in. Here's the 1-1. Fastball pops to the mitt, but it's too low for ball 2.
Yeah. When he was with the Otters, they had the fastest and best.
2-1 ripped down the right field line. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Gardner unable actually to cut it off before the wall as it rolls all the way to the corner as Wirtz will trot into second base with a double.
Yep, he's a pull hitter, and he just got it. Like I said, he strikes out a lot, but yet he's got the good power, good speed, good coverage. He's one of 4 different Otter players that ended up playing for the minors. 2 second basemen, 1 shortstop, 1 third baseman, and 1 outfielder.
And now here's Harrison Bragg, the third baseman for Southern Illinois. Rennie looks back to second as Wirtz takes his lead. The first pitch, breaking ball down and away. Good backhand stop by Rizzatello, and it's ball 1. Bragg, big right-handed hitter, just signed with the minors over the weekend, and so far this year hitting .429, 3 for 7, 1 double, 1 triple, and a home run for him. 2 knocked in as well. Here's the 1-0. Fastball above the letters for ball 2. No score, top of the second inning. Wirtz Jr. at second, following his leadoff double. Now Harrison Bragg at the plate in a hitter's count, 2-0. Rennie comes set on the first base side of the rubber. Takes a glance back to second. Here's his pitch. Good breaking ball, but it's just a hair high and on the inside corner for ball 3.
Now he's got to come back with the fastball on this one. 3-0 count. His curveball, he's got good bite, but he has no command of it today.
The 3-0. Fastball swung on and missed as Bragg got the green light and was trying to do some damage with it, but he swings over top it for strike 1.
He's also wearing one of those leg protectors, so he must hit quite a few off his legs. Now's the time for the curveball this time.
The 3-1. Popped up behind home plate as Rennie went with the fastball. And the count's now full 3-2. Wirtz at second, Bragg at the plate. Rennie trying to keep this ball game scoreless here in the top of the second inning. Between the Miners and the Otters, 4th time these 2 clubs have faced off this season. The Miners have taken the first 3. So the Otters trying to bounce back and get in the win column against Southern Illinois. The payoff pitch swung on and missed. A good breaking ball from Rennie as Bragg chases down and away. And Luke able to battle back from down 3-0 to ring up Bragg for the first out.
Number 7, catcher, Ben Moore.
That was one of his better breaking pitches.
Now here's Ben Moore, the catcher. 1 home run, 8 driven in on the season. .315 average, batting from the right side. Wirtz still at second. Rennie from the set. His first pitch is swung on and missed as Moore chases what looked like a cutter off the outside corner for strike 1. Rennie comes to the set, looks back to second. Now one more glance, cranks and fires the 0-1. Sharp breaking ball as it dives onto the outside corner at the knees, 0-2.
Outfield's all playing deep.
Cronin, the second baseman, shaded towards the bag, the 0-2. Breaking ball in the dirt, good block by Rizzatello as Moore was able to lay off of that offering, and Wirtz stays at second, 1-2.
That's hindsight now I'm speaking, but Mike Rizzatello is a better defensive catcher and blocking a lot of those low pitches, and it's good to see him behind the plate.
Rizzatello sets up down and in. Rennie looks back to second. Now home, the 1-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed as Rennie tosses a sharp one away from the bat of Moore. He can't resist it. Back-to-back strikeouts for Luke. Now 3 on the game. And there's 2 away here in the top of the second. Now here's Austin Homan. Shortstop playing in his first game with Southern Illinois. He played in the preseason and spring training with the Miners, but was cut. But back in a Miners uniform here, batting from the right side, 2 outs, runner at second. First pitch cutter on the inside edge as Rennie able to whip that one around the black for strike 1. Wirtz still at second base after his leadoff double. Back-to-back strikeouts have stranded him there. 2 outs, top of the second inning, no score, Miners and Otters. The 0-1. Weak bouncing ball up the first base line. Rennie picks it up and will just take it to the bag himself as the momentum was carrying him that way. So he does it all himself to end the inning. 2 strikeouts and a putout at first. And we'll go to the bottom half of the second inning. Southern Illinois nothing, Evansville nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckemeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kruckemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kruckemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Kruckemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Hey fans, whether you're searching for an exquisite diamond engagement ring, diamond anniversary band, dazzling earrings, or a gorgeous diamond bracelet, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the place for extraordinary value and a pleasurable experience. Kruckemeyer & Kahn is a supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. Logan Taylor leads it off for the Otters, batting from the right side against Gino Encina out on the mound, who winds and fires the first pitch of the second inning. He authors a fastball on the outside corner for strike 1.
Where did we get this guy? He joined the club on the road.
He did. He started the last 3 games for the Otters out in center, was recently released by the Chicago White Sox organization. The 0-1. Tapped on the ground down the third base side. That's foul, 0-2. Logan was drafted by the White Sox last year in the 17th round out of the University of Louisville, where he played 4 seasons there. One of those with Otters right fielder Jeff Gardner. Hit .300 in the White Sox organization last year with the Great Falls Voyagers. 0-2 pitch. Rolled up the third base line. Third baseman Bragg charging. It's under his glove, and that's a base hit for Taylor. Or I imagine they'll probably give that an error. Either way, he's aboard at first.
Error.
A leadoff base runner for the Otters.
It's an E5.
Logan, recently released by the White Sox, finds himself here in Evansville, and he's done nothing but impress. 7 hits already in his first 13 at-bats.
Well, I'm quite sure if that third baseman didn't overrun that he might have beaten that out, because he got a good jump out of that batter's box.
Yeah, Logan with very good speed out in center field and on the base paths. So Bragg probably had that on the 9, trying to get the ball out quickly. But he never had the baseball in his glove. Now a throw over to first, and Taylor back in safely. He's already stolen a base here in an Otters uniform, and now it's Joe Lytle at the plate, another recent addition. 4 for 15 to begin his Otters career, a .267 average. Encina set on the mound. First pitch. Fastball tails outside for ball 1.
Well, Andy's down there giving a slew of signs. I don't think there's any steal, but we'll see how Logan approaches.
The 1-0. Good fastball on the outside corner as Encina hits his spot on the black for strike 1.
And he's gone down to that belt 4 different times. He rubbed his hand across that belt.
Lytle open, stands from the left side, throw over to first, and Taylor back in at first, and they're going to call that a balk. The home plate umpire, Danny Walker, and the second base umpire, Chris Dykman, both on the same page. That's a balk. And Cena is completely confused out on the mound as to what that was, as out comes Mike Pinto for an explanation. Taylor here at second.
One thing you'll notice is when the Napoleon is arguing with a umpire, you'll not watch the head go up and down like a chicken, up and down. He's really getting his 2 cents. During the winter, he is a, what do you think? He goes to organizations, businesses, and...
motivational speaker.
That's what he is. You stole my line.
So Taylor's at second after the balk. Nobody out. Lytle at the plate. 1-1 count. The pitch rolled on the ground to the right side towards the hole. Diving stop by the second baseman, Gene. He gets up and throws it straight to the Otters dugout. Taylor's going to score. Lytle going for second. The throw is there in time as he's nailed. A run comes home to score for the Otters. Lytle thrown out at second, and it's 1-0 Evansville.
And Lytle gets a base hit on that. He beat that out. So what a big break for the Otters. That balk put the runner on second, and when you had that error, that gave the opportunity for the Otters to score. Big break for the Otters.
Yeah, Gene made a nice play going with the feet first diving stop towards the hole. Got up and just threw it away straight to the Otters dugout. And unfortunately for Evansville, Lytle thrown out at second. And here's Mike Rizzatello, who swings at the first pitch and tops it back to the screen, 0-1.
Well, I'm sorry. He was aggressive, and you can't blame him. I would have done the same thing.
Yeah, it looked like Lytle took an unusually wide turn going into second base that may have cost him. But either way, the Otters on the board. It's 1-0 with 1 away here in the second. The 0-1 to Rizzatello is lined right back up the middle. That's a base hit as Riz keeps the line moving. A base knock for him, and he's aboard at first with 1 away for Manny Cruz.
Where did Mike get his home run? Because Mike hits a lot up the middle.
Left center field.
All right, okay, because Mike, when he does hit, it's, like you said, shortstop or up the middle. Although that triple he got was right center.
So Rizzatello at first, Cruz coming to the plate. It's 1-0 Evansville here in the bottom half of the second inning. Cruz hitting from the right side, the first pitch. Fastball strokes the outside corner as Encina able to get the edge. It's 0-1. Manny, the third baseman for the Otters, hitting .255 this season. Encina's average dip in recent games, just 5 for his last 30. Open stance from the right side, the 0-1. Bouncing ball out to short, could be 2. Shortstop Homan charges, but he's only going to have 1 play as he throws to first. Rizzatello hustling from the first base bag, able to negate any double play possibility as he slides in safely to second. Cruz retired at first for the second out.
It seems like the second baseman just asked the shortstop, how come you didn't throw it to me? And he's given a little explanation. But I think it was too high of a high bounce, and he was charging real hard. And he bypassed second, so there's no way he could have got a DP.
Yeah, by the time Homan fielded that ball, he would have had to make a little bit of a turn to throw back to second. Could have been awkward, so he just takes the sure out after the Miners have already committed 2 errors in the game as Cronin shows bunt on the first pitch, but takes for ball 1. Rizzatello at second, Cronin now at the plate, 2 away, bottom of the second inning. Otters already leading 1-0 and trying to double that advantage now if Cronin can come through with 2 away. Encina comes to the ready, stares out at Rizzatello. Now comes home the 1-0. Fouled back to the screen as Cronin with a hearty cut, and it's 1-1.
It's a beautiful sky we have. You know, earlier before the game, Mike, there was a beautiful rainbow. I don't know if you saw it.
I did see it.
Yeah. We don't see many rainbows, but that one was beautiful from Fort Branch to Henderson, Kentucky.
Cronin set up at the plate, the 1-1. He shows bunt and stabs at it and misses as he was trying to lay that down the third base line, but comes up empty for strike 2.
I'm going to ask you your opinion. Why is a man bunting when you have a runner on second, except that you're concerned about getting a base hit rather than getting an RBI. I can't stand it. I can't understand it.
So it's 1-2 on Cronin. Rizzatillo still out at second, 2 outs. Encina vying for his third strikeout of the game. The 1-2. Breaking ball down low as Cronin able to keep his hands back and lay off. Count even at 2 apiece. When scoring first this season, the Otters are 13-8 as opposed to 5-9 when their opponent scores first. So a good sign early on for Evansville to want to take the first game of this 3-game set. The 2-2 pitch. Popped in the air down the third base line, but it's going to slice out of play as both Bragg and Homan, third baseman and shortstop, gave chase, but that one's up into the stands, still 2-2.
Well, the way the outfield, especially the right fielder, is playing, if Cronin could get one through the middle, Mike could easily score. I mean, he's got good wheels out there on second base for a catcher.
Yeah, right fielder early playing well off the line as well, so if Cronin hooks one down to the corner, that should be an easy 3 bases. 2-2 again. Fouled back to the screen. Count will stay, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And then you look out at left center. Left fielder Cortina is playing peculiarly close to the left field line. So the left center field gap is wide open for David, where most of his power comes from anyways.
I was going to say, didn't he get the triple there out there where it says Richie sign, which would be left center?
Yeah, straight out there.
Yeah.
So we'll see what he can do here on the next 2-2 offering. Here it is. Called strike 3 on the inside corner as Cronin frozen on the inside fastball. Third strikeout of the game for Encina, but the Otters claim the early 1-0 lead. We'll go to the third frame now. It's Evansville 1 and Southern Illinois 0 here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckemeyer and Kahn Otters Radio Network.
Since 1994, Slay's Restoration has been assisting tri-state residents clean up and restore their properties after disasters of all kinds. Located at 2121 Cotter Avenue in Evansville, Slay's Restoration offers assistance for water damage, fire and smoke damage, mold and biohazard mitigation, complete reconstruction, and much more. Slay's Restoration can be reached toll-free 24 hours a day at 1-888-776-8555. It can also be found online at slaysrestoration.com.
The Evansville Otters would like to thank Sinorama Evansville for their support this season. Sinorama Evansville is a multi-application supplier of custom-made signs, banners, and decals in the tri-state. Located at 1300 North Royal Avenue in Evansville, Sinorama is open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. They can be reached by phone at 812-477-7763 and can be found online at sinorama.com/in-Evansville. Sinorama Evansville, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
A Case of the Blues is your home for blues music in the tri-state, featuring music from local artists like Honey Roy, Dale Niehaus and Bad Mojo, the Bosco France Band, and the Beat Daddies, as well as legends of the blues like B.B. King, Buddy Guy, and Muddy Waters. A Case of the Blues is on every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., only on your place for blues in the tri-state, 91.5 FM WUEV Evansville, a University of Evansville radio station.
Hey, Otters fans, Thunderbolt Pass Golf Course has the best golf rates in town, now offering 18 holes with a cart for just $18. Don't forget the dollar drafts and $5 pitchers of ice-cold beer. Come and visit the Bolt. Thunderbolt Pass Golf Course, a supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. So, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, while you're advertising, go and get, a pint, whatever, a beer, whatever you said. Yeah. Stop off at the concourse and see Tay Lee and get a brat, which I had, and they were delicious.
First pitch from Rennie here in the third is a good breaking ball that backs up Luis Jean for strike 1. Jean leading it off for the Miners. 1-0 Evansville now leads top of the third inning. Jean batting from the right side. The 0-1 breaking ball hit on the ground into the hole, fielded by Thomas. He gets up and throws to first as he went down low to field that one. Then straightens up and fires a strike to get Jean 6-3 on the putout.
That's why I like Toby out there at short because I tell you what, he feels everything in front of him. He's got a good, strong arm. He's got good range. And it reminds you of a major leaguer. What was his name? Played with the Cardinals.
Ozzie Smith?
Ozzie Smith. Okay.
Oh, you pull my leg. Now the lineup turns over for Joe Duncan. As Rennie Weinson fires the first pitch, a fastball above the hands for ball one. One out, nobody on. Evansville in front early here, 1-0. Duncan, the leadoff man for the Miners, flew out to right center field his first time up. 1-0. Fastball just a hair down low on the outside corner, 2-0.
You know, you liked Ozzie, but I was a Templeton fan myself. I think Templeton was a better shortstop, but that's me.
The 2-0. Fouled straight back to the screen as Duncan had a good fastball to have a rip at. And it's 2 balls and a strike. Gary Templeton, a coach now, I believe, right?
Where?
I don't know. I thought he might have been with the Cardinals organization.
In the major leagues?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Last I ran into Gary was in Clinton, Iowa, when he came with the Padres.
2-1 pitch. Curveball skips in for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike.
He was at the Padres, and I was coaching in the college, and he sent word that he was in town, and we went out and had dinner. Tempe and I always got along good. Tempe had class.
The 3-1. Popped in the air out of play on the right-hand side, 3-2. Although I can't find where he works currently right now. He actually spent some time in quite a few independent leagues doing some managing. The Northern League, Golden Baseball League, the North American League as well.
Yeah, I knew out there in Oregon or somewhere out there he was coaching or managing, yes.
Payoff pitch, curveball called strike 3 as the hammer freezes Duncan. The 12-6 hook rings him up. A punch out for Rennie, his 4th of the game, and there's 2 away here in the 3rd with the Otters in front, 1-0.
When he was with the Padres and I was scouting with the Padres, and we had a big argument when we were talking about the pension plan, and I was arguing I wanted a 401, and our controller said, oh, no, you can't do that. And I said, wait a minute.
First pitch to the next hitter, Romeo Cortina. He pops up a bunt, but that one's bunted so far down the third base side, nobody's going to be able to catch it. And it's strike 1.
I said, what do you mean we can't have a 401? I said, Templeton gets $800, $800,000. That was his salary. But I says, $500,000 is put away. So he only gets paid $300,000, but $500,000 in an advance pension plan. He said, oh, I didn't know it. I said, well, gee. I said, we want the same thing.
0-1, another sharp breaking pitch from Rennie on the outside corner, freezes Cortina at the belt, 0-2.
Next year we got the pension plan.
0-2 pitch. Curveball down and away, skips in, easy take for Cortina. It's a ball and 2 strikes, nobody on, 2 outs, top of the 3rd inning, 1-0. Evansville holds the advantage. Cortina batting from the right side, the 1-2, breaking ball called strike 3 as that curveball just gets the bottom corner of the strike zone. Now 5 strikeouts in the game for Rennie, and we'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's Evansville 1 and Southern Illinois 0 here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckemeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kruckemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kruckemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Kruckemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
To the bottom half of the third inning we go. It's Evansville 1 and Southern Illinois nothing. As Sam John alongside Bill McCune here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Ryan Long leads it off for the Otters. 2, 3, and 4 in the order as Encina back to work on the mound. Big righty gets his sign, raises his glove. His first pitch is a fastball around the shoe tops of Long for ball 1.
No longer E5. Somebody just...
I guess the Otters were just given a hit back. 1-0 ripped down the right field side, but foul as that one's lined towards the Otters bullpen for strike 1.
Yeah, great news. Logan, they just changed it to a hit.
So now Logan 1 for 1 with a run scored. Here's the 1-1 offering to Long. Swings through a pitch in the dirt. Good breaking ball, had him off balance. A ball and 2 strikes, so that now means just 1 error on the board for the Miners. Logan Taylor, the leadoff single, followed by Joe Lytle, the base knock, and subsequent error allows Taylor to come around and score. The 1-2. Curveball down and in. Long started his swing, but stopped immediately. Easy take for him. 2-2.
Well, you know, Sam, we have a new fan who's watching on the computer and as well as listening to us, an old Evansville Brave, Bob Botts.
2-2 pitch. Line drive back with the middle and by the second baseman, Gene, and on into right center field. Long with a wide turn around first, but the center fielder Duncan gets it back in quickly. It's a leadoff single for Ryan Long. He's 1 for 1 in the game.
Bob Botts was a teammate of mine, 1956, one of the best pitchers I ever caught. He was a spot pitcher. Wherever you put the glove, that's exactly where you got it. If you called for 100 pitches, I'll guarantee you 97 was exactly where the glove was. He knew how to pitch. Bob Botts, B-O-T-Z.
Long at first, Thomas at the plate, first pitch home. Fastball at the knees with good run on the outside corner, 0-1. Long at first after the leadoff single. Thomas at the plate, struck out looking his first time up. Toby's grounded into a league-leading 11 double plays this season. The 0-1 bounced on the ground to third, back 1. Long at first after the leadoff single. Thomas at the plate, struck out looking his first time. Could have been 5-4-3 double play, turns into just the 5-3 putout, and Toby Thomas just missed grounding into his 12th double play.
I was going to say, you just got finished saying it, and if he didn't bobble that ball, that was another double play. You're right.
It's extremely odd that Toby has a penchant for doing that, because otherwise his game is basically pristine. And on the Otters, he's grounded into 11. Guess how many double plays the next highest total is?
I'm going to say 3.
Yes. Good guess. First pitch to Jeff Gardner. Cued off the end of the bat into shallow left field. That's down for a base hit. Long's going to be held up at third as he was running hard. Left fielder Cortina able to get to it and chuck it in quickly. And Gardner with a little excuse me base hit on the little flare to left. He's aboard at first. Runners at first and third again for the Otters with 1 away here in the bottom of the third inning.
I don't know. I would have tried to score him. I thought he had a great chance because once that left-hander, once you load the gun and you don't pull the trigger, you can't reload it.
Yeah, Cortina got to it quickly, but was a little bit unsure of where to throw that baseball. Right. And Long got a really good read off of second.
Yeah.
And that ball was going to drop. But either way, it's now Travis Harrison at the plate. Men at first and third, 1 away. First pitch. Breaking ball just a bit low as the catcher Moore tried to hold it for a sec to get the call. But no dice, it's 1-0.
Yeah. So far, the Otters have had all the breaks in this game. Let's hope they continue.
Middle infield at double play depth. Gardner at first, Long at third, one away, bottom of the third inning. The pitch, breaking ball lined into left field. That's down for a base hit. Long will come home to score. Gardner up to second. He'll stop there as Cortina gets to it and fires it back in. RBI single for Travis Harrison. He continues his hot hitting. That's now his 28th RBI on the season, his 11th in his past 10 games, and the Otters lead 2-0.
Yeah, I was going to say it says 28th RBI, and here comes the pitching coach. But there's no one warming up, so all he can do is say, well, where are we going to eat tonight after the game? What else can you say?
Travis has been one of the best Otters players with runners in scoring position this season, as he has just been clutch time and time again. He finds the right pitches to hit right there, just a line drive single over the head of the shortstop. And so far this year, Harrison is hitting .385 with runners in scoring position, with an absurd 24 runs batted in on this season. As the meeting adjourned on the mound, it'll be runners at first and second for Logan Taylor, who after the scoring change, now 1-for-1 on the day. Otters lead 2-0 here in the bottom half of the third frame, trying to really blow this one open early.
Yeah, a base hit might score another, and that's Logan. How many hits has Logan got? He got 4 for 4 that one night, didn't he?
He's now 8 for 13 as the first pitch home is bounced in the dirt. Good block by Moore for ball one. 8 hits and 13 tries thus far. He has just been absolutely astounding. His first 3 hits as an Otter were all doubles.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember that. Yeah. He got 2 doubles in one game.
Yep.
Yeah.
1-0 pitch. Down in the dirt, he checks his swing. No call from the home plate umpire, and no appeal either. So it's 2 balls and no strikes on Taylor. He can keyhole in on a fastball and try and do some damage.
And there goes somebody down the bullpen. I don't know if he's going to warm up. 32, is that? Oh, no, he just took a seat. I'm sorry.
Maybe changing his seat, trying to get different mojo.
Right.
The 2-0. Flown in the air to center field, not very deep. Duncan started back, but now the center fielder in a few steps, and he puts it away for the second out. Taylor just a hair late on that fastball, and there's now 2 away. Harrison still at first, Gardner still aboard at second, but the Otters leading 2-0 here in the bottom of the third.
And here comes Joe Little. He's got a pretty good, let's see, about 267 he was batting, and he's got a base hit again tonight.
Lytle, the big left-handed hitter, playing first base tonight in place of Brandon Doolin, who got the day off after his 14-game hitting streak came to an end yesterday.
Oh, there weren't many hits yesterday, were there?
Nope. Otters bats were rather silent. As the first pitch comes home, he swings away and fouls it back to the screen, 0-1.
But I will say one thing, there wasn't that many strikeouts either. I think there was only 4 strikeouts.
Yep, the Otters were putting a lot of balls in play.
Yeah.
5 strikeouts total, 2 of them coming in the last inning.
Okay.
So the Otters just couldn't find any holes, but so far tonight it's been good. They lead 2-0. The 0-1 off speed, they can't find the outside corner, 1-1. The Otters so far in this one already 7 hits, 2 runs. They've got men at first and second, 2 away, bottom of the third inning. 2-0 they lead. Lytle at the plate, open stance, the 1-1. Roped into right center field. That ball's going to get down and cause some trouble. Gardner's going to score easily. Harrison rounding third. He's going to try and score. The throw to the plate from the cutoff man is late as Harrison's around the tag. It's a 2-run double for Joe Lytle, and the Otters lead 5-0. 4-0 rather.
Yeah, I tell you what, that was a perfect hit to right center, but what was more important was the runner scoring on that last play when he faded away to the fan side, because that throw was a relay throw, was a perfect throw to the catcher, and he should have been out, but he evaded that tag. Great slide.
Harrison able to avoid that tag from Moore. The Otters now lead 4-0 with 3 runs home in the inning. Now it's Rizzatello at the plate, who singled his first time up. He swings at the first pitch and pops it foul out of play for strike 1.
This is what I was talking about earlier, Sam, about bunching those hits. That's exactly what you do. You bunch the hits, you get runs.
0-1. Off-speed pitch freezes Resitello at the knees, and it's 0-2. Mike singled back up the middle his first time up. He's got Lytle at second, 2 away. Otters now leading 4-0. So they've pleaded 3 here in the inning, trying to make it 4 if Resitello can come through with one more base hit. Encina set, rocks and deals the 0-2. Popped in the air on the right field side into shallow right center. Second baseman Gene out, but he's called off by the center fielder Duncan, who swoops in to make the play and end the inning. But the Otters score 3 and will go to the top of the 4th. It's Evansville 4 and Southern Illinois nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckemeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
Hi, I'm Bill Morgan of Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. I've built a reputation of doing quality work that will stand the test of time. We didn't get here by knocking on doors, talking gibberish, or trying to be the lowest bid. You don't like to be sold to, and that's not what we do. My philosophy is simple: treating your home like it's my own, from start to finish. For roofing, gutters, siding, give us a call at Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. Roofing the right way. 812-499-5892 or BillMorganRoofing.com.
The pizza brick road always goes to Tyroni's. I'm in the mood for pizza and I'm ready to go. The pizza brick road goes to Tyroni's. So follow me down the pizza brick road. Road down to Tyroni's. The pizza brick road. The pizza brick road always goes to Tyroni's.
The 2018 Frontier League Home Run Derby and All-Star Game will be held at Car Shield Field in O'Fallon, Missouri on July 10th and 11th. This year's Home Run Derby will feature 4 former Cardinals headlined by Jim Edmonds, competing against the best sluggers from around the Frontier League. Find out more information and purchase tickets at rivercityrascals.com.
Hey fans, if you come to Bosse Field for an Otters game, bring your Otters ticket stub into Kruckemeyer and Kahn for a monthly raffle. Winning ticket gets 50% off any purchase over $1,000 on our fine jewelry. Winner will be drawn on the first of each month. Also mention the Evansville Otters Digital Network at Kruckemeyer and Kahn and get 20% off any purchase of $500 or more. Tell them ODN sent ya. So Luke Rennie now staked to a 4-0 lead after a 3-run third for Evansville, as Nolan Early leads it off, batting from the left side. Rennie's first pitch is a cutter on the inside corner at the knees, 0-1.
Rennie's curveball in the last inning has been working superbly.
The 0-1. Fastball sails up and away, counts even at 1 apiece. 4-0. Evansville leads top of the 4th inning.
If I'm not mistaken, last time he threw here, he worked that curveball just religiously.
Yeah, another curveball there from Rennie. He bounces it in for ball 2. Last time out against Traverse City, and really the past 3 times when he's gone 7 innings in each start, he's gone to that curveball almost more than his fastball. So he rocks and fires the 2-1. Cutter swung on and missed a good one on the outside corner as Rennie backdoors it on Early, who can't catch it. The count's even at 2, leading off the top of the 4th. Early popped out to short his first time up. Break-even pitch just off the outside corner as Rennie tried to dart a breaking ball to the edge, but the count's full, 3-2. Luke's issued 1 walk so far in this one through 3 innings. He wheels and deals the payoff pitch. Bouncing ball down the first base line, but that's foul as it'll roll towards the Otters bullpen.
Players aren't worried.
Payoff pitch once again rolled down the first base line, nearly to the same spot.
Yeah, that was a curveball that hung up there, sir. He was lucky he got away with that one. And batters love to see those curveballs right in front of their eyes. They're big grapefruits.
Running into his wind, the next payoff pitch. Curveball tapped just to the Otters dugout as Early barely able to nick that one. Count stays 3-2.
Got to come back with the fastball now. Fastball inside.
Rizzutello flashing the signs. Here's the payoff pitch. Fastball ripped in the air to right field, but right to Jeff Gardner, who traverses just a few steps to his right as he puts it away over his head for the first out of the inning.
That was hit pretty hard, but Gardner's got is a good defensive outfielder. He had that zeroed in. I haven't yet to see that Logan. So Logan was in center for Louisville and Gardner was in right, I guess. So
Correct.
actually what they're doing is they're getting together, having a reunion.
First pitch to the next batter, Chance Shepard's a breaking ball that drops a little bit too low for ball one. Evansville 4, Southern Illinois nothing here in the top of the fourth inning. One away, nobody on, and Chance Shepard at the dish, the 1-0. Breaking ball spiked by Rennie as that one skips away from Rizzutello. And it's ball two. Shepard struck out swinging his first time up. League leader in the Frontier League for home runs with 11. 24 driven in as well. The 2-0. Cutter right there on the outside corner. Not sure what Shepard was waiting for, but he takes it for strike one, 2-1.
I tell you what, that bat looks like a toothpick up with that guy. You know?
The 2-1 breaking ball, big cut, but fouled back over top the screen. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Shepard checks in at 6'2", 225. And I don't think that measurement does him justice.
I tell you that I bet the bat is no bigger than 34 inches because it looks like a toothpick to this guy. He is built.
2-2 pitch. Breaking ball just a little bit too low as Rennie had Shepard frozen, but it dropped in and around the shoe tops for ball 3. Second straight batter and now a payoff pitch. Breaking ball called strike 3 on the outside corner as Rennie whittles the edge with a terrific breaking ball. And he sets down Shepard on strikes for the second time tonight. Already in the game, that's 6 punch-outs for Luke.
And Shepard was, he didn't even know where that play was or that pitch was because he was taking off to first base. He conceded that it was a ball.
So now here's Kurt Wirtz Jr. double down the right field line his first time up as a first pitch fastball from Rennie just a touch high and away for ball 1. Wirtz with the only hit in the game for the Miners. Batting from the left side, 4-0 Evansville leads top of the fourth. As he swings through a good off-speed pitch from Rennie, has him fooled, and the count's even at 1.
I would give Wirtz a lot of curveballs. He's weak on the breaking pitch.
1-1 delivery. Breaking ball chopped foul to the Otters dugout. As on one hand, Travis Harrison able to scoop it and flip to the bat boy. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Rennie looking to retire yet another batter here, hoping for 8 batters in a row set down, or what would actually be 9 in a row set down, pardon me.
Yeah. I tell you, I like Wirtz, but I hope he strikes out.
The 1-2 pitch. Fouled off his foot as he's just able to get a piece of that breaking ball. Count remains 1-2.
Yeah, that one hung up there a little. He's got to get that thing to come over the belt and then sink down by his shoes.
Rennie gets his sign, kicks in, deals the 1-2, fouled back to the screen. Another hung breaking ball as after Rennie threw that, he took a little hop on the mound, knowing he just got away with a pretty meaty pitch.
Yeah. I tell you what, you don't miss much.
The 1-2 again. Fastball called strike 3 on the outside corner as Rennie able to snipe the edge. Frees Wirtz Jr., and that's now 7 in the game for Luke through 4 innings. We'll go to the bottom half of the frame. It's Evansville 4 and Southern Illinois nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckemeyer & Kahn Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kruckemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kruckemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Luke Rennie set down 9 in a row, and we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning with the Otters leading 4-0. Manny Cruz leads it off. Bounced out to short his first time up against Gino Encina, who comes back out for the 4th inning. First pitch to him. Fastball below the knees for ball 1. Cruz checks back in from the right side, a .255 hitter this season, the 1-0. Little looping liner over the shortstop and on into left field. That's a base hit, as Cruz just able to fight that one off enough, pull it on into left for a base knock.
You said the other night they got 18 hits. I mean, here we are in the 4th inning, and we've got, 9 hits already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep, 9.
6, 7, 8, 9. Yep.
Not too shabby as the lineup turns over for David Cronin. One of those guys with a hit in this one. Right now, the only player in the lineup actually without a hit is Toby Thomas.
Yeah, that's right.
That's pretty phenomenal for 2 turns through the lineup this far. Now Cronin, he's 1 for 2, struck out looking his last time up, shows bunt on the first pitch, gets it down to the third baseman Bragg, who picks it up and throws to first. Cronin retired. Cruz scampers into second on the successful sacrifice, the second one the Otters have laid down tonight.
And that is unusual. Andy's been here 10 years now, and Andy was one who didn't bunt that much, but he has changed his philosophy as far as he's stealing more this year and he's bunting more, which is good.
So now it's Ryan Long. He laid down a sacrifice bunt his first time up and then singled through the right side to lead off the 3rd inning, would eventually come around to score on the Travis Harrison RBI single. Cruz at second, 1 away. Otters in front by 4 here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. And the first pitch from Encina is a fastball on the inside corner at the knees, called strike 1. Long trying to extend the Otters' lead one more time. They've scored in the past 2 innings, 1 in the second, 3 in the third. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed as Long corkscrewed into the ground, tied up inside by a breaking ball, 0-2.
Yeah, that was a pretty good breaking pitch, and it was off speed, and I tell you what, he would have been hard to hit that ball.
Now down the count, 0-2. Encina with 3 punch-outs so far in this game, right on left matchup. The set in the pitch. Bouncing ball towards the hole on the left side. Shortstop Homan gets to it. His throw to first is just in time, as Long's beaten by a half step. Cruz goes to third on the play. Long retired for the second out, and it'll be up to Toby Thomas to try and bring home Cruz with 2 away here in the 4th.
Now Toby needs the base hit. We need the RBI.
Get two birds with 1 stone.
Oh yeah, and the fans, they want the run.
Toby 0 for 2, bounced out to third his last time up. Probably should have been a double play, but was able to avoid that. He's also struck out looking his first time up. Batting from the right side, the first pitch. Roll slider on the outside corner at the knees, 0-1. Outfield playing straight up for Thomas at the plate. Infield at their normal depth as well. Encina comes to the set above the belt. The leg kick, the 0-1. Fastball hit in the air to center field, but right at Duncan, who comes in a few steps and gloves it with one hand to retire Thomas and end the inning. The Otters strand Cruz at third. We'll go to the bottom, or rather the top half of the 5th inning. You've been listening to Evansville Otters Baseball. It's 4-0 Otters here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Krukemeyer & Kahn Otters Digital Network.
The Hoosier Lottery began selling lottery tickets on October 13, 1989. Since then, the Hoosier Lottery has offered hundreds of different games, awarded prizes to millions of players, and given billions of dollars to the state of Indiana. The Hoosier Lottery's mission is to responsibly provide innovative and entertaining lottery games for the benefit of the citizens of Indiana. To learn more about the Hoosier Lottery, visit them online at HoosierLottery.com. The Hoosier Lottery, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
Heritage Federal Credit Union has 7 full-service branches in both Evansville and Newburgh, serving more than 38,000 members. Membership is open to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Vandenberg or Warwick County. Heritage Federal Credit Union offers mortgage and consumer loans, checking and savings accounts, as well as online banking for members. Heritage Federal Credit Union can be reached toll-free by phone at 1-800-858-1693. It can also be found online at hfcu.info.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local Chapter 16 would like to take time to say, Go Otters! The IBEW Local 16's jurisdiction includes 13 counties in southwestern Indiana, as well as Wabash County in Illinois. Its members are divided into several categories of electrical work, including inside construction, maintenance electric, residential wiring, and sign classifications. More information on IBEW Local 16 can be found online at ibew16.net.
On 91.5 FM, WUEV, the Crookemire & Con Otters Radio Network. Bill McCune, Preston Leidenbach sitting in here for the 5th and 6th innings of play from Bossy Field as the Otters lead the Miners 4-0. And to the top of the 5th we go with Harrison Bragg to lead off the inning for the Miners at the plate, swing and a miss. Down 0-1. Luke Rennie back out on the mound so far. 4 solid innings of shutout baseball for Luke Rennie. Rennie enters his windup on the 0-1, breaking ball, swing and miss.
Hey, Preston, he's got one heck of a curveball tonight, and you just saw a good example of that right there. And
as Rennie on the mound jumps ahead 0-2 to Bragg, followed by Moore and then Homan.
There it is.
Did he go around?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. Now the swinging strikeout for Rennie, and the Miners are just having trouble here against.
Well, it's the curveball. That was, a bad curve. I shouldn't say a bad curveball. He struck out, so it was a good curveball.
Right.
But it was low and outside, which, again, he shouldn't have swung at.
And really, it looked more like a slider coming out of the hand because it went more sideways than the 12-6 action we normally see. Ben Moore at the plate, looks at a strike 1. 8 strikeouts so far, according to our tally here for Rennie tonight.
How many did you say?
Looks like I have 8 here.
8. No, that's what he's got. He's got 8. Yeah.
Now, Rennie, again, just pumping home strikes. 0-2 in the count once again.
There's that curveball again, but he didn't go fishing for that one.
Moore was able to see that one when he was on deck, so decides to lay off. Rennie just has a different look about him here in his last few starts as that ERA continues to trickle downward. Foul ball first base side, out of play. Count remains 1-2.
Yeah, ERA under 3 is not bad, but look at those strikeouts though compared to his walks. Wow.
So just kind of has, I guess you would say, the eye of the tiger when he goes out to the mound. A fly ball to center, backing up a couple of steps. Taylor settles underneath for the second out of the top of the 5th.
So far,
Number 2.
Taylor looks pretty good out there in center, but we haven't seen him really chase any down yet. Something like, that Wurzwell could do. He used to get good reads on those fly balls.
Here's Austin Holman. His first game at the shortstop position for Southern Illinois.
Now, Sam mentioned that he was with the Miners earlier, then released, and now he's back with the Miners.
He was part of the Otters spring training roster.
Oh, that's what it was. Oh, okay. I must have misunderstood Sam.
Wind up And the pitch from Rainey, high and tight for ball one, evens the count at 1 apiece. I mentioned the breaking ball for Rainey for the, I guess now, a year and a half that I've been here at Bosse Field working. He just continues to develop and improve that pitch. It seems like every time he goes out there.
Yeah, well, I thought the last time he was here, he had a pretty good breaking pitch, and like I said, he's using it an awful lot tonight and been very successful. There it is there. There's a pitch.
Strike two, 2-2 the count.
You know, the at-bat is number 2. He's got 2 balls. He's got 2 strikes. He got 2 outs. That's 4 of a kind. Wow. Strike 3. Ooh.
Pretty strong hand. Diving play at second by Cronin, up to his feet and on to first for the out. Good defensive play behind Luke Rainey there by David Cronin. And we're on to the Otters half of the 5th. Halfway home, 4-0 lead for the Otters on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Crickamar & Kahn Otters Radio Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Crickamar & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Crickamar & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Crickamar & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Crickamar & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Crickamar & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Crickamar & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Crickamar & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Crickamar & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Crickamar & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Crickamar & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Crickamar & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Crickamar & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
You're listening to exclusive coverage of Evansville Otters baseball on 91.5 FM WUEV Evansville.
Heading to the Otters half of the 5th inning from Bosse Field, and the Evansville Otters leading the Southern Illinois Miners 4-0 here in game 1 of a 3-game set. Jeff Gardner to the plate to lead off the inning. The first pitch he sees from Encina. At the knees, down and in for a strike. Garner not really appreciative of that call.
Well, I would be too. I don't know if it was a called strike or whether he is calling it a strike because he went around partially. I don't think it was either, but I'm prejudiced.
Now that one goes into the dirt, 1-1 here on 91.5 FM WUEV. The Crickamar & Kahn Otters Digital Network. Bill McCune, Preston Lionbach here on the call.
It's a beautiful night, Preston, for baseball.
Yeah, that rain finally stayed away, but it did just enough to kind of cool down the temperatures a little bit. Chopper fouled at home plate.
Yeah, we don't have that humidity. But anyway, that's Evansville. That's what that's why I was sent here. Get my arm in shape. Hot, humid. Only that wasn't my problem.
Yesterday was the first day of summer, but we've been feeling kind of the summer climate for a little while now, probably for the last month here in Evansville. Encina is shaking off more on the mound. Now he enters his delivery. Down and away, ball 2-2.
You know, earlier I was telling about my good friend Bob Botts. You know, it's funny. Bob Botts played here in 56. Bob Lee played here in 57. Bob Euchre played here in 57.
2-2 at the belt inside, full count.
And they're all from Milwaukee or in that area. And Felix Mantilla lives there. Mantilla was here in 52. So they're all former Evansville Braves. Bob Lee, Bob Euchre, Bob Botts.
And ball 4 outside, so it's a leadoff walk for Gardner.
funny. Bob Botts made the majors. Bob Euchre made the majors. Felix Mantilla made the majors. Bob Lee, unfortunately, he owned plumbing and the Kenosha Twins. He turned out to be a millionaire.
Harrison showing bunt. Fouls it back, 0-1. Gardner now on base for the third time tonight. Pair of walks and a single, scoring a run back in the third. It's Harrison today. Strikeout, RBI single.
Oh, big single. RBI.
Continuing to increase his RBI total on the season to 28. And this one's a low liner past the diving glove at third into left field. Gardner will hold up at second.
Good decision. Otherwise, he was a dead player going down at third base. That was a beautiful throw from left fielder, right on the money.
As the first two have reached here in the bottom of the fifth.
Well, nobody's warming up yet. There's a big discussion out there in the mound.
A couple times where they've had meetings on the mound, but no action in the Miners bullpen.
I don't know what they're talking about. They might be saying, hey, you know, after the game, we all can run down to Taroni's. They have great pizzas. So, you know, who's going to pay? How much money do we have? I guess they all get the same meal money, right? $20, $25? Is that what it is in the league?
I have no idea.
Oh, well, that's right. You don't go on the road, but I think it's, it used to be 20. I don't know if it's 25 there now.
And I know the higher up you go, usually it either falls on one rookie or the top veteran on the team when you move to the higher up levels of the major leagues. They figure out who's going to handle the paycheck.
Well, you know, when my brother was the general manager of the San Diego Padres, every time we went out, whether that was the major league manager, the coaches, the players, the scouts, whatever it was, he always picked up the tab.
Logan Taylor at the plate. Looks at an 0-1 count. And Cena look back to second. Fires home the pitch. Foul ball. Grounder down the third base line.
You know that third baseman down there, Bragg, he's got bad hands. That's the third grounder that he has fielded, that he has not fielded properly. He's bobbled. Now, if I was scouting, I would put in my report, iron hands means stiff.
A little bit opposite of soft.
Soft.
Ooh, as Taylor's run up on strikes, got the punch out call.
Well, he backed away on that. He was surprised. Look at him. He's going back. That's only the second strikeout. Oh, no, third. I'm sorry. Third strikeout. No, fourth. I'm sorry. Cronin, Thomas, Harrison, and now Taylor.
Lytle at the plate. High and outside, 1-0 as Encina looks at the mound. Didn't like where, I guess, his foot landed. Lytle tonight, pair of hits, including 2 RBI. The runners at first and second, 1 out. Bottom of the 5th inning, 4-0 lead already for the Otters. Throw back behind Gardner. Just back in time. Head first slide.
Good pickoff. Yeah, that was. I mean, did you see that shortstop come in from the. Once you see daylight, that's when you throw.
The shortstop kind of circled around towards center field, kind of came in that way instead of being directly toward the bag.
Yeah.
Gardner almost caught napping, but reacted just in time. Strike at the knees, 1-1.
In my career, I hate to say it, I did get picked off like that once. But it wasn't from the pitcher, it was from the catcher.
Grounder towards second. And the only play will be the force out second base. Gene flipping over that way. As Lyle reaches on the fielder's choice.
Now here comes old Mike. Mike's got to get a base hit. He's got to drive in those runs to keep that job.
So I ask you this because I know you were a former catcher. In terms of getting picked off, did that one hurt a little bit more than from a pitcher?
It certainly did, because I fell asleep. I wasn't paying attention, and it was embarrassing. Thank God I didn't get fined. Oh, good going, Mike.
To left field. Garner can trot on home. And Lytle will go all the way to third. And Rizzatello stands at second base.
You know, it seems like when Mike gets hits, they're always extra base. Now, what is he? He's got, what, one triple? Where's it at? He's got one triple and three doubles, which now gives him 4. And he only had 7 hits. No, let's see. What, 9 hits? So that'd be 10, be 11 hits he's got. 11. 6 out of 11 hits are for extra bases.
Picked up his first home run earlier this past week.
Yeah.
As Cruz at the plate looks at strike 1. Cruz ground out to short. Also had a single back in the 4th.
That's 6.
Hanging breaking ball, but kind of handcuffed Cruz a bit as he fouls it off first base side.
When did they let Luis go? Before the road trip or after the road trip?
Before
the road trip.
After the last series last weekend against Traverse City.
Okay. Did they have the new catcher coming in, or came in afterwards? In other words, did we have one catcher only at the time?
I'm sure there's probably a plan in the works for the coaching staff.
Okay. Well, I mean, Lytle could catch, so that gives you 2.
Right.
And now I understand that, who is it? Logan? No, it can't be Logan. It can't be
Joe
a catcher.
DeLuca.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the new one. But, okay, Lytle is the backup.
Foul ball back to the net. Makes the count 0-2 to Cruz. Long look in. Now Encina comes set. Looks back, out of the stretch. Try to find one at the knees. Doesn't get the call. He thought he might have had it, too. 1-2 the count.
Yeah, hopefully your mom and dad are listening to the game tonight, and you did a pretty good job the last time they were here, and it was my pleasure in meeting your parents.
As that one forces Cruz to kind of lean backwards a little bit with the lower half, and it's 2-2.
Right, you had an uncle from Alabama, wasn't it?
Yes, my parents were here last weekend with my aunt, my uncle, and my cousins from Mobile, Alabama. They went back home earlier this week.
Okay.
Grounder toward third. Bragg able to field it this time cleanly. Low throw, but scooped out at first base by Shepard to end the frame. But the Otters score 1 run in the 5th to extend their lead to 5-0 over the Miners. We head to the 6th from Bosse Field on 91.5 FM WUEV, the Kirkmeyer & Kahn Otters Digital Network.
Why Old National Bank? Old National Bank began in 1834 with just one room and a passion for helping people prosper. Today, we are honored and grateful to be the financial partner for so many businesses, families, and individuals like you. From our commitment to safety and security to our promise of service that will exceed your expectations, we want to be your bank for life. Old National Bank, member FDIC.
The Evansville Otters would like to thank Sinorama Evansville for their support this season. Sinorama Evansville is a multi-application supplier of custom-made signs, banners, and decals in the tri-state. Located at 1300 North Royal Avenue in Evansville, Sinorama is open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. They can be reached by phone at 812-477-7763 and can be found online at sinorama.com/in-Evansville. Sinorama Evansville, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
The local area Pepsi Bottling Group distributors would like to wish the Evansville Otters the best of luck in today's contest. Featuring Pepsi Company products for distribution to retailers and vendors in the tri-state, the Pepsi Bottling Group has 3 tri-state locations at 901 East Diamond Avenue in Evansville, 2605 West Main Street in Marion, Illinois, and at 3081 Kentronics Drive in Owensboro. More information on Pepsi products can be found online at PepsiCo.com. Pepsi, a proud supporter of the Evansville Otters.
Through 5 innings of play at Bosse Field, 5-0 lead for the Otters. Game 1 of a 3-game set this weekend from Bosse Field, and the first of 9 games in this homestand for the Otters. 9 games in 10 days.
Yeah, I understand, and of course I won't be with you all those 9. I'll be going east. I talked to my youngest granddaughter who just graduated yesterday, and they're having a graduation party. I have 2 graduated from college and 2 out of high school, so big party.
I extend my congratulations to them. That's all obviously a big moment. As we start the top of the 6th frame, Luke Rooney on the mound once again, and why not? He's only allowed 1 hit so far in this game and no runs. Lewis Jean at the plate, and it's 1-1.
You know, Preston, again, 4 children, 2 out of college, and yet the same lady that I met here
Swing and miss, 1-2.
is sitting down there waiting for me to finish this game, was waiting 62 years ago, waiting for me to finish the game as well. My beautiful wife, Miss Betty Jean Humphrey McCune, the Pearl of Evansville.
Swing and a miss, another strikeout for Rennie. As he gets Jean reaching for that one. And there's out number 1 of the inning. Made Jean look pretty silly on that pitch. So we go back to the top of the lineup with Joe Duncan to the plate. He has flown out and struck out here tonight. And that's 9 now, total Ks for Rennie. First pitch, liner that'll drop in front of Gardner as he was content to let that one play in front of him. And it's a hit for Duncan.
Second base hit of the game. Kurt Wertz Jr. got the first hit, a double in the first inning, or in the second inning.
As Cortina strolls up to the plate with a runner on at first, 1 out. Cortina tonight so far with a walk and a strikeout. And there's only 2 players, looks like, to our tally have not struck out tonight against Rennie, and that's Nolan Early on deck and Austin Holman. Everybody else has struck out at least 1 time against Luke Rennie tonight. And as Cortina takes ball 1. Runner at first. Rennie, little peek over his shoulder. Now the pitch. Drops downstairs for ball 2, 2-0. As Taylor in center, maybe playing a couple steps to his right from his perspective in center field. Not exactly dead center, but almost straight up. There's a strike call, and it's 2-1. Again, Early stands on deck. As the infield plays deep at short for the right-handed batter. Pitch fired home. Breaking ball fouled away as the runner was off with the pitch. 2-2.
You know, I wonder what kind of sign that was, whether he stole on his own or what. But the only thing Steve Marino, who's coaching down there at third, did was take his hat off and brush his hair and put his cap back on. Other than that, he didn't give any sign at all. Oh, there he is. He's looking in now at the general. The general didn't do nothing.
Doesn't go that time. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout. Double figures tonight. Strikeout number 10 for Luke Rennie.
Number 17, right fielder, Nolan Early.
That's 3 of their players have struck out twice.
Luke Rennie is on a roll. So now here's Nolan Early to the plate. He is hitting
A beautiful
out
breaking pitch.
to short and out to right. And that breaking ball in for a strike, 0-1. A little bit quicker pace delivery there from Rennie a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's 0-2 on a foul ball toward the Evansville dugout. Trying to change the tempo and the timing of the batter.
Sam was saying that his last time out against the Miners, he walked, 5 players or something? Here he's walked 1 so far tonight, which is outstanding. Oh, there goes somebody's warming up down there, left-hander. So this might mean a new pitcher for them. Ooh.
The appeal did not go as that one was up and in on the hands too early. 1-2. Trying to make out who that is warming up for Washington, or for Southern Illinois. It might be Chris Washington. And it looks like it is number 16, the left-hander Chris Washington.
Yeah.
Almost had him, but a foul tip. That caught a piece for a home plate umpire, Danny Walker. So Rizzatello will take his courtesy walk out toward the mound. And a fresh supply of baseballs pinging out to the home plate umpire as well. Don't forget that tomorrow night's game, Deaconess night, but also once again post-game fireworks.
And any giveaways tomorrow night?
I believe there is. I believe Deaconess, courtesy of our good friends at Deaconess Hospital, popcorn vouchers.
Oh, no blood tests, free blood tests.
Maybe if you bag enough, they might. That one was fouled first base side.
I go to the Deaconess Hospital down there on Green River Road, the clinic. I tell you what, go 7:30 in the morning, you're in, you're out in 10 minutes. And they take your blood, boom, you're out.
Grounder, Cronin down to a knee, Fields throws. Out number 3 to end the inning. Luke Rennie made that 6th inning work look pretty easy. We go to the home half of the 6th. Otters lead 5-0 here on 91.5 FM WUEV. Krickemeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krickemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krickemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krickemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krickemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krickemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krickemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krickemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krickemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krickemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krickemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krickemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krickemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Southern Illinois called for number 16.
Heading to the Otters half of the 6th inning from Bossy Field. New pitcher in for Southern Illinois as Gino Encina goes 5 innings, currently in line for the loss. The left-hander Chris Washington, number 16, will check in, 5'10", 160. In his 2nd season with the Miners. Washington, a 5.50 ERA, 1-1 record, making his 7th appearance on the season and 18 innings of work. 20 strikeouts on the year as well.
Kind of a low 3/4 sidearm type delivery, slings the ball a little, therefore he's got to throw a slider rather than a curveball. But we'll see. How many strikeouts? 20 strikeouts for how many innings?
It was 18 innings this year.
So strikeout an inning, not bad. Okay.
Top of the order, Cronin, Long, and Thomas due up for the Otters on 91.5 FM WUEV. The Kirk-American Otters Digital Network.
Base hit. Base hit. Base hit.
Good bunt that went all the way, almost toward first by Cronin.
I'll tell you what, he I think it was the first game he's played here. He tried that, and it wasn't successful because it went foul. But again, you know, he's got the ability to do that quite often, and therefore get base hits. That second baseman playing you deep, you've got the speed, do it.
Bill McCune, Preston Lionbach here with you on the mic for this bottom of the 6th inning. Ryan Long to the plate, looks at strike one with the runner at first. Long tonight is into a sacrifice, 1-3. Single and a run scored, and also ground out towards short so far here tonight.
Oh. Mr. Washington was a little late. I don't know if you noticed Cronin, what he just did. He did a bunny hop over there. That's when you pick them off, when they're in the air.
1-1. So Long fouled away third base side as Washington kind of has a slow build-up, bringing that front leg up. And then, like you said, kind of just slings it in toward home plate as it's now 0-2. Check over to first. Low throw as Cronin's back standing up.
That was a kind of a lazy throw over there, just to let you know I'm throwing.
Long continues to hit above 300 entering today's game.
Ooh. That's a ball?
Apparently so.
Wow, that looked like a good strike to me.
1-2. You think Long deserves an invite this year to the All-Star festivities?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I think he's done an excellent job, whether he's playing third base or playing left field. He's also played center and right, I think, too.
I assume that he would be selected as an outfielder, playing the majority of the games in outfield this year.
Yeah, I would, if not regular, as an extra. What a lead Crone has got over there. Wow.
He did have a big lead, but did not go. Grounder to second. Out at second, on to first. Double play. 4 unassisted to the out at second, and then on to first. 4-3 on the double play.
I bet if Long makes it, his parents will come up from Texas. I know they're listening to us right now. They're very proud of their son. And he should be. He's a good ball player.
If I remember correctly, they made the trip to O'Fallon a couple weeks ago.
They did.
And that's where the All-Star facilities are. So.
Oh, is that right? Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew they were coming. They said they were going to be up there.
So if they can make the trip once, they can make it again, right?
Well, I know they'll be here. I'm going to say they'll make one more trip to Otterville before the season's over. Said it's a 10-hour ride.
The 1-0 to Thomas at the plate now. 1-1, strike called.
My trip next Thursday to New Jersey is a 15-16 hour ride.
Taking low, 2-1. Thomas tonight, strikeout, a ground out to third, and a fly out. You driving straight through?
No. I always stop at St. Cloud or St. Clair.
Pop up, foul territory, first base side. And Shepard ranging back over the shoulder to make the catch for out number 3. That will do it for the 6th, and on to the 7th. The Otters lead 5-0. Sam Jelinek will rejoin Bill McCune when we come back here on 91.5 FM WUEV in the Kirkmeyer & Con Otters Digital Network.
SRG Global, a Guardian company, would like to wish the Evansville Otters the best of luck in today's contest. Founded in 1932, SRG Global is one of the world's largest manufacturers of chrome-plated plastic parts for the automotive, commercial truck, and household appliance industry. Located locally at 601 North Congress Avenue in Evansville, SRG Global can be found online at srgglobal.com. They can also be reached in Evansville by phone at 812-477-6151.
Habitat for Humanity Evansville and the University of Evansville are pleased to announce the Purple Crew Signature Program. The Purple Crew is a program for all UE students, alumni, faculty, and staff to help build houses and earn hours. The goal of the Purple Crew is to help Habitat for Humanity reach its goal of 500 homes this year. Want to get involved? Simply go to Habitat's website, evansvillehabitat.org/volunteer. Then click on the Volunteer Now banner. Register with Habitat as a volunteer and then select days you can build. You can also register as a team. It'll be a fun environment, and after 15 hours, you get a Purple Crew t-shirt.
Injuries are inevitable. It doesn't matter if you're playing baseball, walking the dog, or falling from a ladder. Injuries happen. When they do, Tri-State Orthopedics offers treatment for sprains, strains, and fractures by medical specialists. Tri-State Orthopedics is located at 225 Cross Lake Drive in Evansville, just north of the Lloyd and I-164. Tri-State Orthopedics can be reached by phone at 812-477-1558. Its urgent care line is 812-474-OUCH. Tri-State Orthopedics, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
Back on the airwaves alongside Bill McCune, I'm Sam Jelinek here in the top half of the 7th inning. Otters currently leading 5-0 as Luke Rennie goes out for his 6th inning of work. In his first pitch of the frame to Chance Shepard is a looping breaking ball at the knees on the outside corner for strike 1. Luke has been stellar so far tonight, 10 punch-outs. He has just been amazing. The 0-1 swung on and missed. Shepard whiffs on a good breaking ball from Rennie.
He couldn't have hit that. He was falling away. Plus, it had a great bite to it, falling down. And I don't care if he had a sail or he couldn't have hit that one.
0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Rennie gets him with another biting breaking ball. Down and away. Shepard goes fishing. Make it 11, and that's the hat trick for Shepard. He's gone down on strikes 3 times, 1 away here in the top of the 7th.
If he strikes out one more time, he gets a Mexican hat or something.
The golden sombrero. And now here's Kurt Wirtz Jr., who looks at a first pitch, a curveball down around his shoe tops for ball 1. Wirtz Jr. has one of the 2 hits so far in the game for the Miners, a double back in the 2nd, the 1-0. Grounded down the first base line just on the left side of the bag. So that's a foul ball, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, I didn't get the prize tonight. I said 2,100 and there's 2,200, they said.
I thought that you said 2,020.
Well, I meant what I meant to say. I meant 2,100. Compared to 2,200, which is the attendance. It's a great crowd tonight.
1-1 pitch is grounded foul by Wirtz Jr. He's down in the count 1-2, and if Reddy can string some strikeouts together.
Give him the curveball, low and inside, you got a strikeout.
1-2 delivery. Fastball called, strike 3, a delayed call, but the fastball rings up Wirtz Jr. at the knees on the inside corner. Make it 12 for Rennie here in the top half of the 7th inning with 2 away.
Number 30.
It's 4 of their players have struck out twice.
Everybody except Austin Homan and Nolan Early have struck out in this game.
Yeah.
Everybody else has struck out at least once as the first pitch to the next hitter. Harrison Bragg is a breaking ball just a little bit low for ball one. 5-0. Evansville leads top half of the 7th inning. Luke Rennie is dealing. Here's his 1-0 to Bragg. A good 12-6 hook right down the middle. Bragg is frozen for strike one. Harrison 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts so far in this one.
If you notice,
so the 1-1 pitch is grounded up the middle, blocked by Rennie. He picks it up with the bare hand and throws to first as that ground ball back up the middle nailed him. But he's able to knock it down and make the play for a 1-2-3 frame. We'll go to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Time to stretch. It's Evansville 5 and Southern Illinois nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Krugemeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krugemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krugemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krugemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krugemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krugemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krugemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krugemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krugemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krugemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krugemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krugemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krugemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Southern Illinois nothing as Chris Washington back out to the mound for the Miners for his 2nd inning of relief here for Southern Illinois after coming on for Gina Encina, who lasted just 5 innings and was tagged for 5 runs. 4 of them earned, 11 hits, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Washington, the southpaw, rather lanky guy, 5'11", 160 pounds.
just a note of interest, Sam, there was a mother carrying a child, ran down the steps of the Bossy Field here as the girls, the Otter Bells, were giving out those balloons, which they do all the time in the 7th inning. This woman ran down. She had to get her daughter that little balloon.
First pitch to Jeff Gardner. A slider sweeps outside for ball 1-0.
There's an awful lot of women, girls bringing their children here. That is great.
Gardner standing in from the left side, the 1-0. Fastball on the outside corner, called strike one. Jeff has yet to be retired tonight. 2 walks and a single. He's scored twice. Leading off here in the bottom half of the 7th inning, Otters lead 5-0. The windup, the 1-1. Gardner lays off a breaking ball that skips in for ball 2, 2-1. Two-one offering, bounced on the ground to the second baseman, Gene, as the first baseman almost cut him off, and thankfully Washington covering the bag at first as he receives the throw from Gene. Shepard nearly cut off the second baseman, but he's still able to make the play. 4-1, you'll score it at home for the first out of the 7th.
You fans out there in Otterville listening to Sam here, what he describes, I tell you, it's unbelievable. I tell you, if someone picks out their hanky out of their back pocket to rub their nose, you let them know. My God, what great coverage.
Just reporting what I see as Travis Harrison's now at the plate. He swings and misses at the first pitch, a wild hack on an off-speed pitch down and away. Travis having himself a good game. He's 2 for 3 with an RBI single, and oddly enough, his 2 hits came up against a right-handed pitcher. Travis has reverse splits against left-handed pitching. He's only hitting about .230 this year as he watches a fastball slice the outside corner for a called strike 2. But against righties, he's hitting over .300, which is extremely unusual for a right-handed hitter. Normally, they're much better against southpaws.
Oh, that's something I never believed in, to be honest. Never believed that garbage.
0-2 pitch. Change up down and away. Harrison lays off 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I'd rather have a curveball from a righty coming at my chest and going across the plate rather than one going across the plate down into my knees.
1-2 pitch. Down low for ball 2. Harrison lays off.
But that's me. You know, I can't think of the word, not peripheral vision. I can't think of it.
2-2, swung on and missed. Harrison whips on the fastball. He's down on strikes for the second time tonight. And it's 2 up, 2 down for Chris Washington here in the bottom of the 7th inning, with the Otters still leading 5-0.
Number 1.
Yeah, for some guys, it's all just preference. Most righties like facing lefties a little bit more because they can see the ball a little bit sooner coming out of the hand, as opposed to a righty who might close off while coming to the plate. But either way, it's now Logan Taylor at the plate. He's 1 for 3. First pitch home. Swings and fouls it straight back to the screen for strike 1.
Well, the first designated hitter, the official designated hitter, I can't remember his name. He was signed by the Yankees. He's a son of a doctor out of Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia.
0-1 pitch, lined into center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. It's on a couple of hops. The center fielder Duncan over to get it, and he whips it on in. Second hit of the game for Logan Taylor, and the Otters have a 2-out base runner.
Well, anyway, this player went to Oneonta and batted 300. He was a first baseman. They put him in not in Reading, I think it was New Haven, which is the Yankee Double-A club, and he batted 300, made the All-Star team. Then he played with Syracuse, and he's batting 300. But the manager of Syracuse,
first pitch to Joe Lytle, the next hitter is outside for ball 1.
Frank something I don't recall, but said, oh no, he can't hit left-handers or right-handers. When he made the Yankees, that's all he did was pitch hit. And therefore, they traded him to the White Sox.
1-0 pitch grounded to the second baseman, Gene, who charges, fields with one hand, and flips over to first to retire Lytle to end the inning. And when we return, I will have the answer to your trivia question of who was the first DH in history when we return. It's Evansville 5 and Southern Illinois nothing as we go to the top of the 8th inning here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckemeyer and Kahn Otters Radio Network.
SRG Global, a Guardian company, would like to wish the Evansville Otters the best of luck in today's contest. Founded in 1932, SRG Global is one of the world's largest manufacturers of chrome-plated plastic parts for the automotive, commercial truck, and household appliance industry. Located locally at 601 North Congress Avenue in Evansville, SRG Global can be found online at srgglobal.com. They can also be reached in Evansville by phone at 812-477-6151.
The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tyroni's. I'm in the mood for pizza and I'm ready to go. The Pizza Brick Road goes to Tyroni's. So follow me down the Pizza Brick Road. Road down to Tyroni's. The Pizza Brick Road. The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tyroni's.
Hi, I'm Bill Morgan of Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. I've built a reputation of doing quality work that will stand the test of time. We didn't get here by knocking on doors, talking gibberish, or trying to be the lowest bid. You don't like to be sold to, and that's not what we do. My philosophy is simple: treating your home like it's my own, from start to finish. For roofing, gutters, siding, give us a call at Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. Roofing the right way. 812-499-5892 or BillMorganRoofing.com.
The top of the 8th inning we go. It's Evansville 5 and Southern Illinois nothing as Luke Rennie goes out for his 8th inning of work. And the answer to our trivia question from last inning, who was the first DH to play in a major league game? Well, it was Ron Bloomberg.
That's who it was.
Who Bill was talking about. Couldn't remember the name, but thankfully we're able to search our brains, rack our memories to find the answer. It's Ron Bloomberg, if you're curious, as now the catcher for the Southern Illinois Miners leads us off here in the top of the 8th inning against Luke Rennie, who's into the wind. His first pitch, breaking ball just below the knees on the outside. that protects them for strike one.
But Andy never flinched.
Credit to him. I would have gone diving. The 1-1. Breaking ball hit hard on the ground, but right to Cruz at third, who stays down on it and whips it over to first for the first out of the 8th inning. 5-3 on the putout. For Luke now, that's 105 pitches, and we've seen him go deeper than that into a game. So I have to think if he keeps on piling up the outs, he might have a shot at finishing this one himself.
Well, I hope Andy keeps him in there because he deserves to finish this game and be the first official Otter to go 9 innings, full 9.
The Otters have had 2 complete games this year. One of them, a complete game shutout by Patrick McGuff, but that was in the first game of a doubleheader against the Florence Freedom, so that was just 7 innings.
Right.
It's the first pitch from Rennie to the next hitter, Austin Homan. It's a breaking ball called strike one. And then yesterday, Randy Wynn threw 8 innings, but since the Otters lost that game, he never got to come out to pitch the 9th. Technically goes down as a complete game, though. 0-1, breaking ball down and away. Homan starts his swing, but stops. And it's 1-1. So the Otters still looking for their first 9-inning complete game, although they've been credited for 2 so far this year. 5-0, Evansville leads top of the 8th. And the 1-1 pitch hit to the hole on the left side. Thomas over into the gap, backhand, and throws high to first. And Homan's going to race into second base on the error by Toby Thomas on the wild throw.
And that is the first time I've seen him field the ball on the side, which again caused the error. He feels everything in front of him. That was an easy one. Toby, why you did that, I don't know.
Thomas went to the backhand. His throw sailed on him a little bit, so Homan to second base on the E6.
Yeah, I mean, that was an easy out.
And now that's the 5th error of the season for Thomas as Luis Jean stands in. He's 0 for 2. Runner at second, 1 away, top of the 8th inning. Otters lead 5-0. The first pitch. Breaking ball swerves on to the inside corner for strike one. Jean very nonchalant in the box, just standing in there basically upright, rests the bat on his shoulder. Got Homan out at second base. That's just the second base runner the Miners have had get to second, as the 0-1 is a breaking ball that snaps on the inside corner. Jean can't believe it, and it's 0-2. Rennie right now with 12 punch-outs in the game. That's a new career best for him, as he's done one better than the 11 he had earlier this season. That was against the Gateway Grizzlies earlier this month. Jean checks back into the box. Rennie gets his sign, comes set. Looks back to second one more time. Cranks and deals the 0-2. Popped in the air on the right side into shallow right field. Cronin, the second baseman, out. He's calling for it, and he puts it away shoulder high for the second out here in the top of the 8th.
And Luis Jean threw that bat further than the ball went.
Obviously a little displeased with himself as he's now 0 for 3. The lineup turns over for Joe Duncan, who has one of the 2 Miners hits. He's 1 for 3, singled his last time up, has also flown out to center and struck out looking. Rennie looking to complete 8 shutout frames if he can get Duncan here. Runner at second, 2 away. The first offering, breaking ball just off the inside corner, maybe a shade away from the inside black. It's 1-0. Duncan has been red hot since joining the Miners, hitting .355 coming into this game, 11 hits and 31 at-bats. Rennie taking his time, trying to ease his heart rate, keep things simple for him. Comes set. He fires the 1-0. Breaking ball hit hard to Cruz at third, who snags the liner on the backhand to end the inning. A nice spinning dive, little onto the knee by Cruz. He puts it away to end the inning, and we'll go to the bottom half of the 8th. It's Evansville 5 and Southern Illinois nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckemeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kruckemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krukemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krukemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Once you load the gun and you don't pull the trigger, you can't reload it.
A little firearms talk as we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a fireballer on the mound for the Miners, John Werner, their closer who has struggled ever since he gave up a 2-run home run to Brandon Doolin that blew a save. Ever since then, he has not been right, as he's only made 3 appearances since then, and in each one of them he's allowed at least 1 run, as in 2 1/3 innings he's given up 6 runs in that time span, and he's now got an ERA over 7, 9 1/3 innings, 15 strikeouts against 10 walks. And leading off for the Otters here in the inning will be Mike Rizzatello. Rizzatello, Cruz, and Cronin in the frame, 8-9-1 against Warner, 6'2", 210-pound righty on the mound. Working from the set, he comes ready. His first pitch of the 8th is a fastball at the top of the zone on the outside corner for strike 1.
That looked a little high to me. Mike's no giant.
Mike's probably just turning to the umpire Danny Walker and saying, hey, as long as you give Luke that one, no problem. 0-1 pitch from Warner. Swung on and missed. Rizzatello late on the high cheddar. It's 0-2. Mike 2 for 3 in this game, an RBI double his last time up, as this is his opportunity to really take a stranglehold on the catcher's position with Luis Velorio now released. Warner's 0-2. Breaking ball ripped to third and by the dive of the third baseman, Bragg. That'll go all the way to the corner. Rizzatello around first, racing to second. He's in there standing, his second double of the game and his first 3-hit ball game of the season. Mike came into this game with only 9 hits on the season, so he's been able to add nearly a third of his hits here in one game. He's up to 12 on the season. He now has 5 doubles on the season to go along with 2 triples and a home run. That's 8 total extra base hits. 8 of his 12 hits have gone for extra bases. So when he's been putting the ball in play, he's been making it count.
Yeah, I was about to say that, and you just stole my... Anyway, great. I'm glad you advertised that, because Mike, it is unusual, and most of his hits are all extra bases.
So now it's Manny Cruz with Rizzatello at second. Nobody out. Bottom of the 8th inning. 5-0 Evansville leads. First pitch from Warner. Fastball high and tight as Cruz has to back out of the way for ball 1.
Sam rattled those statistics off as I was trying to count them. That's why he beat me. Sam does a lot of research, and I tell you what, you don't look at papers. You've got everything in your head.
I try my best. The 1-0, high and tight again as Cruz has to snap his head out of the way for ball 2, as that one nearly conked him in the noggin.
He's talking to the umpire like, was it deliberate? And I'll say no, it wasn't deliberate. It was just, I think a pitch just got away.
And now the Otters have Tyler Beardsley warming up in the bullpen. We'll see if he comes out to start in the 9th. I imagine Luke might get the nod to at least start in the 9th inning. The 2-0 from Warner. Fastball swung on and missed. Cruz a bit tardy on that one, 2-1.
Speaking of getting hit, I see where our Evansville native Don Mattingly is suspended one game because of one of the pitchers threw at the catcher for the San Francisco Giants, and the pitcher, I think, got suspended for 7 games, and Don got suspended for 1.
A little bit of a kerfuffle there.
Yeah.
Warner set at the belt, the leg kick, the 2-1. Swung on and missed. Cruz once again late on the high heater, and the count's level at 2. Rizzatello at second following the leadoff double. Otters leading right now 5-0. Wouldn't mind an insurance runner or two if Luke Rennie comes back out for the 9th inning to try and finish this one off. Warner set. Pitch coming home. Rizzatello takes off for third, and it's popped foul out of play. Count will stay 2-2 as Rizzatello returns to second, and Warner never looked back to second after he came set.
He had that base stolen, but again, Cruz had to defend himself. He's got 2 strikes on him, and he just can't allow Mike to get a stolen base and he get the strikeout.
So we'll see if Warner plays a little bit more closer attention to Rizzatello now at second. Mike has only attempted 1 steal this year. He's 0 for 1. Nobody really holding him on now. Warner does glance back to second. Now another look. The 2-2 again. Popped in the air, foul ground, first base side. Shepard, the first baseman, giving chase in front of the Otters bullpen. He puts it away and fires back on into the infield to hold Rizzatello at second.
Back to the top of the order.
Well, here comes the Cronin's got 2 hits. Harrison's got 2 hits. Taylor's got 2 hits.
Lytle's got 2
got 2 hits. Rizzatelli's got 2 hits. My God.
Yeah, the Otters have pounded out 14 hits. So they won't approach their season record of 18 a couple of days ago, but nonetheless a very solid effort as they lead 5-0. 1 away, bottom of the 8th inning. Rizzatello still at second following his leadoff double. Now Cronin at the plate, batting from the left side. The first pitch home. It's a fastball way upstairs for ball 1.
Yeah, I'd take another base hit just to bring in that run.
Cronin's driven in 9 on the season, 2 hits in today's game. Like so many other Otters players in the lineup, it's been a real team effort. So everybody but Toby Thomas has a hit in this game. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball inside as Cronin has to back up out of the way of it. And it's 2-0.
Yeah, Cronin came in 323. Long came in 321. Thomas was 310. That's pretty good batting.
Yeah, Harrison's going to be pushing 300 after today's game. He was at 290 to start the day.
Yeah, and he got 2 hits, yeah. 2 for 4.
Warner comes to the ready, taking his time. The leg kick, the 2-0. Fastball called strike 1 just below the knees. A little bit of a delayed call from Walker behind the plate. But nonetheless, it's 2 balls and a strike. John Warner really taking his time out there on the mound, elongating this bottom half of the 8th inning. But the Otters leading 5-0 with 1 away. Rizzatello at second. Cronin standing in from the left side, slightly open stance. Warner with a little bit of a rolled up sleeves, giving him a tighter look out there on the mound. Looks back to second. Here's his 2-1 pitch. Fastball down low and a little bit off the outside corner as well. It's 3 balls and a strike on Cronin.
And shortstop Hallman is really starting to play games there with Mike out there at second base.
Trying to keep him close.
Yeah.
Warner set. Cranks and fires the 3-1. Popped in the air behind home plate. That one will drift out of play as Cronin had a good hack at a fastball, and it lands on top of us.
Yeah. Boom.
Very thankful for the invention of roofing.
Yeah, this stadium is over 100 years old. Mr. Benjamin Bossy was the mayor of the town at that time, and
did you vote for him in that election?
No, I voted for the other guy. I'll tell you that.
Payoff pitch. Fouled away by Cronin as he was late on a fastball, able to spoil it though, and the count stays full 3-2.
I asked him for a city job, and he turned me down, so I voted for the other guy. Politics.
I feel like you could have a run for mayor. I think that'd be fun. Put your face on a button. Rizzatello takes his lead, nobody holding him on. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Cronin. Here's the pitch. Popped in the air behind home plate. Catcher Moore giving chase in front of the Miners dugout, now down into it. He can't make the catch as it lands on the steps of the Miners dugout on the third base side of the diamond. I'm curious if he would have gone down the steps, if he went and made that catch, that's legal.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
I know you can go up against the railing, catch the ball, and then fall into the dugout. I didn't know whether or not, if you were to go down and descend the steps yourself, if you were still considered in play.
I'm going to say it's in play. That's all I'm going to say.
Still 3-2 on Cronin. Werner set. Offers up another 3-2. Breaking ball just inside as that pitch looked like it might have had the inside corner, but Cronin draws the walk. There's now runners at first and second with 1 away for Ryan Long.
If that's the case, Sam, that if the umpire calls strike 3, I don't think Cronin could have argued because, again, like so many guys on a 3-2 count, they concede that it's a ball and they start walking toward first. Therefore, they have no idea of where the pitch was.
So now it's Ryan Long. He's 1 for 3 in this one, singled and scored, leading off the third inning. Men at first and second, 1 away. Otters lead 5-0, bottom of the 8th inning. Now Werner steps off the mound, wants to go through the signs again.
And one of the things we have seen this year that I haven't seen in many, many years is Andy has a double steal. The guy's on second going to third, and the runner on first going to second.
First pitch to Long. Swings and hits it high in the air to deep right field. Right fielder early going back in front of the track. He puts it away. Rizzatello's going to tag from second and go to third as Cronin stays put at first base and Long retired on the fly out to right.
So Long was 1 for 5 tonight. He was batting
1 for 4 technically after you factor in the sacrifice.
What, that is considered a sacrifice?
No, the sacrifice bunt, he had his first time
Oh,
off.
yes. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry.
No need to apologize, Bill.
Entschuldigen Sie bitte.
Now it's Toby Thomas, who's taking an 0 for tonight, 0 for 4.
Get ahead, Toby.
Runners at first and third, 2 away, right on right matchup. The first pitch swings and fouls it off down the left field side on a pop-up. 0-1. Toby has been about as streaky as they come this season. Not 1 for 1-hit games as he leads the team in multi-hit games, but he then goes quite a few games sometimes without a base knock. And so far this season, he's racked up 16 multi-hit games. The 0-1 lined right back up the middle. That's a base hit. Cronin's going to come around to score, or rather Rizzatello comes home to score. Cronin up to second, and the Otters lead 6-0.
Now, according to my record, that means every player has gotten 1 or more hits.
Correct. The Otters have made it a full team affair here tonight. That's now their 15th hit on the evening. And now it'll be Jeff Gardner who's got 1 hit himself. He's 1 for 2. Runners at first and second, 2 away. Otters now leading by 6. Right on left matchup, Warner peeks back to second. His first pitch flown in the air to left field as it curves back to the left fielder Cortina, who barely has to move as he catches the slicing fly ball for the final out of the inning. We'll go to the top half of the ninth inning. We'll see if Luke Rennie comes back on out to try and finish off this ball game. It's Evansville 6 and Southern Illinois nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckemeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
GD Ritzy's is a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. GD Ritzy's menu features hamburgers, grilled chicken sandwiches, old-fashioned peanut butter and jelly, and ice cream. With 3 Evansville locations, west at 4810 University Drive, on the north side at 4320 North 1st Avenue, and on the east side at 601 North Green River Road. GD Ritzy's is open from 10 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. GD Ritzy's, a proud supporter of the Evansville Otters.
Heritage Federal Credit Union has 7 full-service branches in both Evansville and Newburgh, serving more than 38,000 members. Membership is open to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Vanderburgh or Warwick County. Heritage Federal Credit Union offers mortgage and consumer loans, checking and savings accounts, as well as online banking for members. Heritage Federal Credit Union can be reached toll-free by phone at 1-800-858-1693. It can also be found online at hfcu.info.
The Hoosier Lottery began selling lottery tickets on October 13, 1989. Since then, the Hoosier Lottery has offered hundreds of different games, awarded prizes to millions of players, and given billions of dollars to the state of Indiana. The Hoosier Lottery's mission is to responsibly provide innovative and entertaining lottery games for the benefit of the citizens of Indiana. To learn more about the Hoosier Lottery, visit them online at HoosierLottery.com. The Hoosier Lottery, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
91.5 WUEV Evansville.
Benjamin Bossy was the mayor of the town at that time, and
did you vote for him in that election?
No, I voted for the other guy. I'll tell you that.
We're talking politics as we go to the top of the ninth inning here, alongside Bill McHugh and Sam Jelnick, as we've watched Luke Rennie spin a gem, but unfortunately his night now over. After pitching 8 innings, allowing just 2 hits, 12 strikeouts against just 1 walk. He has bested himself so far this season. He had gone 3 straight outings of 7 innings. Well, he one-ups himself, goes 8 here, and strikes out a career-best 12.
How many pitches did he throw, Sam? Because he deserves to be out there in the 9th inning. I don't care if he threw 120 pitches. He belongs out there.
Either way, it's now Tyler Beardsley on for Rennie to try and get the final 3 outs here against Southern Illinois. Beardsley 1-1 with a 1.44 ERA. This will be his 13th appearance. 18 2/3 innings, 7 strikeouts against 8 walks and 9 hits allowed for the righty. 6'4", 215 pounds. So it'll be Cortina, Early, and Shepard for the Miners as they trail by 6 here in the top of the 9th. The first pitch is popped in the air to shallow right center field. Cronin going out, right fielder Gardner coming in, and he makes the call and the catch in the alley. And on one pitch, Tyler Beardsley gets the first out here in the top of the 9th.
Number 17, the right fielder, Nolan Early.
And now it's Nolan Early's turn. He's 0 for 3, one of 2 players in the Miners lineup not to strike out against Rennie. Right on left matchup. First pitch to Early. 2-seamer runs off the outside edge for ball 1. Early popped up to short, flown out to right, and grounded out to second his last time up to end the 6th. 1-0 pitch. That 2-seamer clips the outside corner on its way by. 1 ball and 1 strike. Beardsley gets his sign, hands over his head into the wind. The 1-1 is down in the dirt as he skips it in. 2 balls and a strike. 6-0, Evansville leads top half of the 9th inning as they try to wrap up this Game 1 victory against the Miners. Tyler Beardsley on the bump trying to get the final 3 outs. The 2-1. Foul tipped at the plate as Early tried to check his swing, but he got some lumber on it. So the count's even 2-2.
I'll tell you, that flag is blowing out directly to center, so there's a nice breeze. It's a beautiful night for baseball.
The Otters trying to make it even better with a victory. 2 outs away. The 2-2 down in the dirt, picked by Rizzatello, and the count's full on early 3-2.
I tell you, people are listening. Come on out tomorrow night. It's going to be the same beautiful night.
Payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Foul tipped into the mitt of Mike Rizzatello early, down on strikes for the first time tonight. And the Miners are down to their final out, with the Otters leading 6-0 here in the top of the 9th inning with 2 away. It'll be up to Chance Shepard to try and keep this ball game alive. Shepard 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts. Twice swinging, once looking. Right on right matchup. The first pitch, breaking ball just off the outside edge, as Beardsley whipped in a slider for ball 1. One-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Shepard with a hearty cut. Was trying for that rare and elusive 6-run home run, but can't find it, so it's strike 1, a ball and a strike.
Well, maybe he's trying for that Mexican hat.
Shepard in danger of the golden sombrero if he goes down here swinging. The 1-1. Two-seamer yanked down and away by Beardsley. 2 balls and a strike.
Of course, now he struck out mostly on curveballs, but the pitcher was different.
2-1, good fastball at the knees on the outside corner, and the Otters 1 strike away. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 9th. The Otters lead 6-0 as they look to wrap up this Game 1 victory. Beardsley into the wind. Here's his 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Gave Shepard the golden sombrero as the Otters win this one 6-0. A dominant pitching performance from Luke Rennie leads them to the win, and they take Game 1 here against the Southern Illinois Miners 6-0 on Friday night. We'll be back with the recap of this one as well as the final line scores as the Otters take this victory 6-0. You've been listening to Evansville Otters baseball here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Otters Digital Network, brought to you by Kruckemeyer and Kahn.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Chapter 16, would like to take time to say, Go Otters! The IBEW Local 16's jurisdiction includes 13 counties in southwestern Indiana, as well as Wabash County in Illinois.
Swung on
it! Are divided into several categories of electrical work, including inside construction, maintenance electric, residential wiring, and sign classifications. More information on IBEW Local 16 can be found online at ibew16.net.
Hi, this is Joe Townsend from JMT Restoration. We are proud to be a sponsor of the 2016 Frontier Champion Evansville Otters. If you ever have a mold or water restoration issue in your home or business, give us a call at 812-205-5384. JMT Restoration Service, where professional work meets affordable pricing. Remember, go Otters!
The Tri-State Area Marathon service stations are proud supporters of the Evansville Otters. Marathon has over 5,100 Marathon-branded stations nationwide, and a full list of area Marathon stations and a list of daily gas prices are available online at mymarathonstation.com. Marathon provides products which support commercial, industrial, and retail operations. Marathon's slogan is Fueling the American Spirit.
Talk about emphatic for the Otters as they take the first game here against the Southern Illinois Miners to kick off a 9-game homestand, 6-0. Every facet of the Otters game working today, pitching, hitting, and defense, as the Otters get their first win against Southern Illinois this season, a 6-0 victory here to open up this aforementioned 9-game homestand. Luke Rennie gets the win, tosses 8 innings, gives up just 2 hits, strikes out 12, and allows 1 walk. and the losing pitcher will be Gino Encina. So he goes 5 frames, giving up 11 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 2 walks, and 4 punch-outs for him as the Otters down the Miners 6-0, the final score here from Bosse Field. Bill, there's a lot to like from today's game, but what tops your list?
Well, I'll tell you what, it was superb pitching. Rennie's curveball was just superb. I mean, he just had those guys. The man that just got this sombrero struck out 4 times on curveballs, 3 off Rennie, and then the last one off Beasley. But the point was, we've had great pitching. Cruz made a sensational stop on a line drive down third, and Cronin made a tremendous play in second. So you had superb defense, as you mentioned. You had superb hitting, but outstanding pitching.
Yeah,
that was it.
For the Otters, this is now the second time they've shut out a team this season, as they've been able to do that for the second time this year, or rather, that's actually the 4th shutout the Otters have thrown this season. I didn't even notice that's now up to 4. The Otters pitching staff has been more than good so far this season. They're 3rd in the league in ERA, and Luke Rennie just vying for an all-star nod, maybe a start at this rate.
I tell you, he's got to be on the All-Stars. He had 51 strikeouts coming in, so he got 12. That gives him 63. How many pitchers in the league got 63 strikeouts?
I think right now, not too many. Rennie might be the only one on that list. And because of Luke's dominant performance, you know what that means. Luke is, of course, our Western Ribeye Player of the Game. Remember, fans, the Player of the Game is brought to you by Western Ribeye. When you're craving excellence, Western Ribeye and Ribs satisfies. Call 812-476-5405 to make reservations. So the Otters take the first game of 3 against Southern Illinois, and technically now with the Otters beating Southern Illinois, they jump them in the standings, and because of that, the Otters technically would have been tied for first, but River City with a victory tonight, so they stay 1 game up. The Miners and the Otters will stay 1 game back of that ball club, but the Otters now tied for 2nd place in the Western Division, the highest they've been so far this season in the standings, and they'll hand the ball to Tyler Vale tomorrow. As we look at the offense for the Otters, just everybody getting it done. Everybody got a hit in this game. Joe Lytle had a 2-run double. Travis Harrison an RBI single. Jeff Gardner got it, 1 hit, walked a couple of times. Mike Rizzatello with an RBI double. Everybody got it done.
Mike got 3 hits, 2 doubles.
3 hits, 2 doubles. Mike getting it done behind the plate and while standing in the batter's box, as hopefully things will continue for the offense. They've been racking up a lot of hits. They pounded out 15 more today and scoring those 6 runs, and Tyler Vale hopefully taking the torch from Luke Rennie and will keep it going for tomorrow's game, as he'll be making another start here for the Otters, trying to bounce back from what was a weird start when he went 5 innings but ended up walking 6 batters, earned his first win of the year as he allowed only 3 runs. But he did not have his best stuff at all, but he was able to make it work in what was one of the weirder starts we've seen this season. As in that start, as I said, 5 innings, 3 runs, only 3 hits, but 6 walks, which doubled his walk total for the season, as they only had 6 coming into it. But hopefully he'll be able to find a little bit more command going into tomorrow and take the success of only allowing 3 runs in back-to-back starts. He's only allowed 2 earned in his past 4 starts as well, so he'll look to keep it going, pitching well for the Otters. Bill, any final thoughts?
Yes, there's a family just went down there talking to Rennie, a bald-headed gentleman, and I'm not insulting him by that means, but he's got the glasses up on the head, and a woman and a little child. I'm assuming that might be his mother and father. I don't know. They all
Possibly
came down.
The host family?
Yeah, or the host family, whatever. They all gave him hugs and whatever. Whoever it was, he deserves the hug.
Yeah, Luke most definitely does. He gets the win, his 4th of the season. His perfect record on the year goes to 4-0. He strikes out 12 over 8 innings, allowing just 2 hits as the Otters take the first game of this series by a final score of 6-0. Be sure to join us tomorrow evening starting at 6:15 for the Evansville Otters pregame show, and then game time of 6:35 p.m. with Tyler Vale on the mound. Be sure to tune in. You won't want to miss it. For my partner, Bill McCune, here in the booth, Paul Mattingly back in the studio. Thank you for all the hard work you do, making us sound good over the airwaves. I've been Sam Jelnick here at Bosse Field as the Evansville Otters win 6-0 and improve to 19-17 on the season. This has been a presentation of Evansville Otters baseball here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckemeyer & Kahn Otters Digital Network.